How's it going, guys? Zoro Fanboy Reactions here, and I'm here today to have a good time, chill out with all y'all, and discuss a few things that's been on my mind when it comes to One Piece. 989, future of One Piece. Honestly, like, it's a very unusual time to be a One Piece fan. It's very unusual, very weird. There's a lot of uncertainty in the air, especially for myself as a creator, because we got who knows how long until the series ends, so a lot of things are happening really, really quickly. But before we get too much into the nitty-gritty, man, I want to just thank you guys all for stopping by. Shouts out to the notifications squad. I see you all in the chat. I'm checking the chat as we speak. Shout out to every one of you guys today. Thankfully, I was able to get some time to talk to you all. This should be a fun stream, man. I definitely plan to have a good one. If you guys are interested, I'm probably going to be taking calls later on in the stream. So if you want to join up on Discord and, you know, have a conversation, that is something that we can do in just a little bit. Oh, you want me to hydrate already? All right, got you. I got you. I had some checkers earlier today. Some checkers, man. I got you. I got you, man. I got you, bro. I got you. All right. So, One Piece is crazy, bro. One Piece is crazy right now. Oh, really quickly, let me just do the YouTube thing, get it out of the way. Anybody that is here, let everybody know from the rooftops what is going down. The stream is happening. We're live on YouTube and on Twitch. So do all of the typical things, man. If you're not following me already, like hit that follow button on Twitch. We're trying to get to 1,200 followers right now. We're at 1118. I don't know why it says 1111 on top. That always updates incorrectly. Whenever I get follows, like when I'm not streaming, it doesn't record it for some reason. But yeah, we're trying to get to 1,200 followers on Twitch, which is nuts. But we've been making great progress, and we're very close to 2,000 subs on YouTube. Maybe like 100 and change away from 2K on YouTube. In such a short amount of time, man, I can't even thank you guys enough for all the support. So anyone that hasn't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I get the analytics and bullshit that tells me, like, you know, some of you motherfuckers, you not be subbing. You would not be like, you be watching. You be watching. A lot of the watch time comes from you, but you're not hitting that sub button, man. You're making a mistake. Even if it's to hate my streams, even if it's to come and say, "Oh, you're such a X hater or a Y hater," even for that reason alone, you're gonna wanna, you know, hit that sub button. But anyway, is something wrong with the stream, Fox? Or you just want to know why I'm streaming? Do I need a reason to stream, Fox? I wanted to talk One Piece with y'all. That's all. I am trying something out, though. I am trying something out, guys. So let me know. Let me get your feedback. You guys are part of the notification squad, so I do value your opinions very highly. So let me just bring this up to you guys. Is there something wrong on Twitch? Hold on a second. Is the stream lagging? Right now, it looks fine for me on YouTube. Let me check the Twitch. Hold on. I'll bring up that. Oh, this came out of the blue. Oh, okay. You had me worried. You had me worried. You had me worried, bro. I like streaming. What do you mean? So I was curious because I enjoy doing, whenever I do my live reactions, right? Many of you guys know that after the reactions, I'll do like just a regular discussion. Like right after, right after the stream ends, I'll have like an hour-long discussion. I was thinking like maybe it might be better for YouTube. So that's easily and more, it's just generally better consumed to on Thursdays or Fridays whenever the chapter comes out, right? I do my reaction, but I don't do the discussion portion. Instead, I wait till Sunday. And on Sunday, I do the discussion portion, where maybe I invite some people, some other YouTubers. We talk about the chapter, and we go a little bit more in depth, that way, because sometimes when you get your gut instinct of what's happening during the chapter, you don't get the most in-depth of discussion. So it gets a little you know, it could be a little weird, right? And plus, you know, some of my streams are like 2 hours long. Some people don't want to watch a 2 hour long video, even if even if most of it is like after stream discussion or after reaction discussion. I was curious what you guys think about that. Do you like the format as it is, or do you think like I don't know, you know, maybe you should go back to doing things the other way? What do you guys think about that? You're gonna be an up and coming YouTube man. I hope you you do well. I'm rooting for your success, man. What do the Japanese people say? Company, do your best, company. Good luck. It's not easy. I'll tell you that. It's gonna be a stressful beginning. It's always stressful when you start out and you put out a video and like nobody watches. Oh, that's a hard feeling to take. In the early days of YouTube, you upload a video, you get like 20 views. And you get like one comment like "good job," or something so vague they can't even respond to it. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough, man. That's a struggle. I know it. I know the struggle well. It's been a long time ago, but I do remember it well. Good luck, dude. YouTube Reverie will never happen again. Oda will never go on break again. I hope you're right, but I hope you're wrong at the same time because I really want to do this Reverie. So if anyone doesn't know, Rogers Base, the famous YouTuber Rogers Base. Good dude. He is hosting one of the Reverie streams. For anyone who doesn't know, Reverie stream is where a lot of One Piece YouTubers gather, like the Reverie, to have a big discussion with all the biggest YouTubers. So Rogers got myself there. Let me pull up. Let me see if I can pull up the starting lineup for the Reverie. Hold on. Really quickly, guys. We're gonna get into the One Piece in just a moment. We're just chilling, waiting for some people to stream, to stroll in. You know what I'm saying? So, worry yourselves not, my childs. Worry not, it will happen. Let me just check Twitter because Roger had a fucking lineup, and your boy made the starting lineup. The stream is scheduled for literally whenever Oda takes his break, whatever week that is. When Oda in September this month. The first week that Oda takes his break, is going to be scheduled for Sunday, at some time. It's a tentative schedule. I don't want to say for sure it's even Sunday, but right now it's Sunday at some point, possibly. So, let me go ahead and get the starting lineup real quick. I gotta scroll down Roger's tweets here. God damn it! Gotta scroll down all these Roger tweets. He tweets so much. Why? Damn, it really was days ago he posted about this? Alright, so here it is. Here's the starting lineup for the Reverie. I am a starting member. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's got that clout. Your boy's got that pull. You know what I'm saying? So we got Rogers Base, King of Lightning, Tekking 101, Sawyer 7 Mage. That is correct. Roger got Sawyer 7 Mage to come out of hiding to join us. Alright? Joy Boy Theories, Brago D Ace, Grand Line Review, Nux Taku, Morge Man, Mr. Morge Man, of course, O'Hara the Fox, Sunpatch 94, and yours truly, yeah boy, Zoro Fanboy Reactions are gonna be part of the starting line. That's just the starting lineup. They're gonna rotate. They're gonna rotate us in and out, depending, because more people are also scheduled to join as well. So. You got people like Matt, you got people like Dritz, you got a whole bunch of other people that are scheduled to join in as well, on top of the main roster. You know, Laz and Recon, I'm sure, is going to be there. A lot of people are going to be there. So it's going to be a pretty dope stream, man. Literally, it's a star-studded lineup, bro. It is a star-studded lineup. It is going to be crazy. Reverie 2020, man. So look, I'm not saying to look forward to One Piece being on break. I'm just saying when One Piece is on break, that Sunday most likely, that's when we're gonna do it. So, it should be fun, man. It should be a good old time. Should be a good old time. Of course, JD and all these other big times are gonna be in there as well. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know with my new channel. Now that I've been humbled and brought back a little bit down to earth, I was knocked off of my pedestal. YouTube was like, and Viz was like, "No, you will you will come back down to earth. And beep, brought us all the way down. Now that I'm a little bit more down to earth and I'm building my way back up to the spot where I was at like 17K, right? You know, I didn't know if I was gonna make the starting lineup. So making the starting lineup, it feels good. It feels good. My old so the thing about my old YouTube channel, I don't want to get too much into it, but once a channel has had very little progress in terms of like, first off, I can't upload still. I still have that's how many copyright strikes that I received. I still cannot upload because there are like maybe dozens and dozens and dozens of copyright strikes that are still not resolved yet. So I am literally still waiting for those to be resolved. But even if tomorrow the strikes got resolved and I can upload again, once a channel doesn't upload for a certain amount of time, be it months or in this case months, because I couldn't upload for months. Like YouTube algorithm, like you lose favor. You lose favor with the YouTube algorithm. Your videos aren't recommended anymore. You're shunned. You know what I'm saying? So I'd still get like my same people that will follow me and watch my videos, but I would have a very, very hard time getting new people. So I think it's best the way I'm doing it now with the new channel, because I'm getting an influx of new people as well as my old people are starting to refine me again. So all things considered, I have no interest in going back to the old channel. Oh, what's good, Sen? Who's only coming in for 5 minutes? Khan? Who are you talking about? You talking about Uzumaki Khan's coming in? For 5 minutes? Bro. If anyone spoils fucking Uzumaki Khan, I'll go to their house. I'll go to their house and beat your ass, dude. I'll beat their ass, bro. Any of these YouTubers... You better, all you fucking YouTubers out there, better not spoil Uzumaki Khan. That dude is a legend. I love that man. I love that man. I love that man. I love that man. That's my guy right there. All right. So yeah, Uzumaki Khan is a legend, bro. That guy is such a. Oh my god. The door, the door that fell on his head, bro. Roger! Ah, fuck! I remember that clip is ingrained in my mind, bro. It's ingrained in my soul. I heard that clip of fucking of Khan. It's like, it's Roger! Fuck! Yo. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, if anyone fucking spoils Khan, me and my hitters, we're pulling out the gats and going to someone's house and we're making something happen, bro. No, all right. It's no one's gonna spoil Uzumaki Khan for me or for anybody, for him, okay? Because if I remember correctly, he's still not caught up to the manga. I don't even think he's reading the manga, honestly. But yeah. Like, I don't think there's any other One Piece YouTuber where I watch them kind of... I don't really watch a lot of One Piece YouTubers in terms of, like, people catching up to One Piece. There's only two channels that I've watched in recent memory. Two and a half. You know what? 2.5 that I've watched in recent memory that I've really, really enjoyed. The first being Uzumaki Khan's number 1. By far. By far, dude. By far. And then there's these, what's their name? Double Dragon? There's two dudes that are reacting to One Piece right now. They do good stuff, man. I definitely recommend you guys check them out. Their reactions are really entertaining. So those are the two people. And then I watch a little bit of Super Mecha Frieza, you know, and stuff like that. It's not that I don't think anybody else is good. I just don't have the time to watch all the YouTube as much as I used to. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Those 2.5 channels I've been somewhat periodically watching, you know. So yeah. So it's like Double Dragon and Khan. I'm disappointed that Viz Media caused your old channel to be taken down, which is weird considering other channels are talking about One Piece chapter. Well, I got in trouble for linking. In a couple of my reactions, I linked to the scans, and apparently that's a no-no. Even if you're not showing the scans, even if you have it's not like I was advertising it and like, my Nightbot was constantly saying, here's a link to the chapter, here's a link to the chapter, here's a link to the chapter. And like maybe 2 or 3 videos I linked in the description box, and then whenever someone said like, hey, where's the link, I would drop it and then ignore it or forget about the comment. It's not like I was like actively promoting, you know what I'm saying? So it was just weird, man. I don't know. And then they decided, okay, that means we can take down all your videos. But I'm over it, dude. It's been months. I've moved on. I've really moved on, dude. I legitimately don't even care anymore. Yeah, man. No, I've heard quite a bit about Totally Not Mark. I've seen some of his tweets on Twitter. I just don't have time to watch as many people as I have to. I have been. So it's unfortunate. Maybe I'll do a segment, a couple like last month or something. I did a segment where I reacted to other One Piece YouTubers, and I just kind of chilled and watched their video and gave my thoughts based on what they were saying in their video. It's fun playing your ideas off of someone else, right? So, maybe I'll do that again with some lesser known or maybe just unknown to me One Piece YouTubers. So if there's any videos of any people or channels that you guys really mess with and you're like, hey Zoro, have you seen this person or have you seen this video, feel free to send them my way. Tag me on Twitter, message me on Discord. You can literally like add me on Discord as a friend. I don't care. It's so good. You know what I'm saying? I respond to most people as long as you're not like weird like, hey Zoro, hey Zoro, let me get them feet pics, bro. Here, get them feet pics, bro. Yeah. As long as you're not doing that, as long as you're not like, take your shirt off, bro. Let me see them nips. As long as you're not doing that, we're good. You know what I'm saying? We're good. I do need to get back on Smash. I've been off of it. Maybe it's because there hasn't been an announcement for a new character. I've been a little off of it. I hated Min Min, dude. Min Min is awful. Min Min is Min Min's trash. Bro, you'd be surprised when people DM you, bro. You'd be surprised. Let me get them feet pics, bro. Yeah. Yeah. What's good, Loner23? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Shout outs to everybody in here. Yeah, man, I am missing the Lakers game, but they were winning pretty big last time I checked, so I think they probably got game 2 anyway. You want the thigh pics? Bro, you don't want my thigh pics, bro. You don't want You don't want that. Nobody wants that. What characters do I want in the fighter pass? I want more villains this series, right? I would love to see Sephiroth. I would like to see some just more villains. I don't know, just in general. I don't know if I'm being weird by saying that, but like I can't specifically think of which villains I'd like. Maybe I'd even take like I was gonna say Street Fighter villain, like maybe like an Akuma thing. Akuma would be cool. Although we've already had like Terry for like the irregular fighters or the what do you call them, the Shoto fighters. So maybe Akuma wouldn't really work. But yeah, I want more villain characters. I'd be cool with like Sephiroth or I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, well, no, we're chatting right now, but the topic of the stream was and it's supposed to be we're talking about One Piece 989. Now that the Viz is out, we can talk about the latest episode of One Piece. I did check out the latest episode of One Piece. It was very sad. It was very sad. Very sad. The Yasui, they did a good job of hitting the emotions. But yeah, that'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. They did a good job with that. I also want to talk about what do you guys think is going to be happening for chapter 1000. There's a few topics that I want to cover for sure, but I'm just kind of here just having a good time talking One Piece or whatever you guys want to talk about. This is pretty much an ask me anything kind of stream, but I figured you guys would want to talk about One Piece, so I just labeled it One Piece. And maybe, who knows, maybe I'll just send some invites out later, or maybe I'll send you guys, I'll let you guys call in at some point. We're just kind of like going flow. We're free flowing here.
5,000 meters of water pressure, bro. 5,000 meters. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't read Chainsaw Man. No, maybe that'll be a stream. Maybe I can read Chainsaw Man on the stream. You guys want to see that? I don't know. I'm calling it right now. Who's Who kills Higoro, and then Zoro versus Who's Who. Ooh, no, I like the idea. I do like the idea of Higoro dying and someone fighting, and Zoro fighting the person that kills him. That'd be cool. I'd like that a lot, actually. I like that. When can I get on a Grand Live Chronicles? Well, I mean, Grand Live Chronicles, I really only invite, like, people I'm really close with, as far as, like, joining the actual stream itself. But I always have streams where I have people call in. Anybody can call in. You just got to add me on Discord. If you want to know what my Discord is, guys, all you got to do for all of you guys in my Twitch chat is type in ! Discord. It'll show my Discord name, and then you can literally send me a friend request on Discord. I accept it. You can text me or message me or whatever, or call in at a later time. When I give you the go to call in, don't just call in right away. I ain't gonna accept it. You might get blocked, so don't do that. But you know what I mean. Gear 5th, Gabriel Allen says Gear 5th in chapter 1000. Think so? Really? Word? Chapter 1000. Gear 5th? What do you think is the odds on that, guys? I might have to make a poll about that on Twitter. Like, what are the chances we get Gear 5th in Wano? Yeah, feel free to add me as a friend, and I'll accept your friend request. My cousin Juan died of marijuana overdose today. Can you give him a shout out? That's like a Barry McCochran tweet. Barry McCochran does that on tweets. He'll go under like a politician's Twitter and say, oh, he'll post a picture of like a porn star in like a fake military outfit, and he's like, oh, Mr. Senator, can you please, say a prayer for my cousin who died in the war? And it's just a fucking porn star who's wearing a cheap military suit or some military jacket. That's what you're trying to do, bro. I see you. Like, I don't know. I'm a man of culture, bro. I'm a man of culture. I know what you're doing. But I'll still shout out Juan, dude, just in case he's out there somewhere. Shout out Steve, bro. Like a Straw Hats or a strong ally? Wait, is that a second part of a question you asked before? I'm confused by the question. Vengeance Spawn. I see you're a man of culture as well. Absolutely. Yo, Barry McCochran is fucking hilarious on Twitter, bro. His Twitter is undefeated. It's great. It's a good scene. But as far as the Straw Hats are concerned, I don't know. I don't know exactly what role they're going to be playing. I mean, it seems based off of the end of last chapter, right? Luffy has set things up. Let me put down my mic. I don't know why I'm holding it like that. So it looks like he's setting things up where it's like, okay, Luffy might be the only one to get the Kaido. But on the way, the different members of the Straw Hats are going to like hold off different members of the Beast Pirates in order for Luffy to ascend to make it to Kaido. You know what I'm saying? So, I could definitely see it where it's like, okay, Queen is about to come in for a punch, and then Sanji will come out of the side and like block his punch with a kick, and then say, okay, Luffy, go on, I got him, and then Sanji will fight like Queen or whatever, right? And then maybe with King it's the same thing with Zoro, where King's about to hurt Luffy, and then Zoro goes in and blocks King's attack. And then he's like, Luffy, go on ahead. I got this. Right? So it's going to be one of those situations. Don't get me wrong. I'm still one of the people that really wants to see Zoro kill Kaido. but there's a lot of kind of wild cards also infused into that. There are some wild cards infused because you got fucking Marco and Perospero. What are they doing? Are they gonna come into interaction with Big Mom now that she's been yeeted outside of, just basically rolled down a hill? Are they gonna run into Marco and Kaido? Marco and Perospero, I mean. What's going on with him? What's going on with the other Stripe members? What are they gonna be doing? There's just really a lot of question marks. What's up with the Toby Ropo? What role are they gonna play? It's a lot of question marks, It's just it's gonna be tough. Yeah, how far was Big Mom moved? I think she was moved back as far as the plot needs her to be moved back. I just feel like Big Mom. I don't think her presence right now is kind of an obstruction more than it is an importance. I feel like, oh shit, my mic almost fell. I feel like at this point, just let her, let Perospero convince her that this alliance is a problem. Let her get out of the situation, and let it just be Kaido and his men. All right, I don't need Perospero there. I don't need Big Mom there. No disrespect to Big Mom. It's just. I don't feel like she fits in this arc. I'm not commenting on her portrayal in this arc, which is a completely different subject, and I can talk about for many hours, and I've complained enough. You guys know my stance on this. But outside of even that, I'm just saying she doesn't fit. Even if she was the most intimidating, incredibly overbearing, well handled character, even if she was all those things, she still does not really fit. It just feels like she's a weird kind of piece added to this arc that doesn't fit. It's a round hole in a square peg. It don't fit. It don't fit. So what are you gonna do with Big Mom? I don't know. I legitimately don't know. Chapter 1000. More component cover story. More. We're gonna get more. I can do without more Capone. I can do without more Capone. But shout outs to anybody who's just joining us. God damn it, my mic keeps falling over. Shout outs to everyone who's just joining us. We're currently talking about latest chapter 989, as well as a few other topics relating to One Piece. Be sure to, if you're enjoying the stream or just joining us, hit that like button, man, for your boy. Be sure to, if you're on Twitch, hit that follow button if you're not following me. And hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1,200 subs, man. We're pretty close. I'd say within a couple weeks, we're going to get there. I hope so anyway. That's my hope, and it depends on you guys. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah. Gadi Usopp says, Luffy is about to unlock the 8 inner gears. What is he, Might Guy? What is that? What is that? He's going to open up his chakras like Aang? He's going to have some teacher? What is this? Steve says, yo, Zoro, Oda loves flipping chapter numbers. Dragon appeared at 100. He'll do something big in 1,000. I really hope you're right. I can't even begin to guess as to what 1,000 could be. I mean, we're about 10 chapters away now. It's hard to really predict 10 chapters into the future, but some of the other milestone chapters, especially lately, haven't really hit that hard. If I remember 900, what was 900, guys? You're gonna remind me. I don't think it was anything particularly crazy, but 1,000 is a big one as well. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. 1,000 is a big chapter number, man. Oda's gonna want to pull out all the stops for that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the Supernova Trio will do something. We'll have a Law, Luffy, and Kid moment. I don't know. Yeah, chapter 900, nothing happened. Was chapter 900? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was chapter, and this is just going off of memory, so I'm probably wrong. Wasn't chapter 900 when the Sunny apparently got destroyed? Like the fake out with like the Sunny being destroyed with the flag in the water. Was that chapter 900? I think it was. I could be wrong. But that's what I remember. Yeah, it was the fake out. I thought so. Okay, my memory's pretty good. All right, Zoro. You ain't too young or you ain't too old. Okay. I can't even remember what happened 10 chapters ago. Well, the thing was, like, everyone was hyping up 900. Everybody. So it was like, that's why I remember it, because it was so underwhelming. It was like, oh, okay, it was nothing. So I just don't want you guys. Look, I'm saying this from a special place in my heart, guys. Talking really close here, ASMR. I don't want you guys to get your hopes up, and then you're gonna get let down because you get your hopes up, and this is true to life as well, outside of just One Piece. When you get your hopes too high, you're just bound for disappointment. You know what I mean? So for me, I think I'm just gonna be neutral on this and say whatever happens. I'm not expecting anything crazy, but if something great happens, I will be super hyped for that. Thank you for the super chat. Hold on, your comment jumped up a bit. I can't see you right now. Emperor Knight or Jay, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Last series I've seen hit 1,000 was Hajime no Ippo. Oda needs to go big here. Yes, Hajime no Ippo is a great series, man. Highly recommended. One of the best sports mangas or animes. Both anime and manga are very good. But would definitely recommend that one out there, guys. Anyone has not seen Hajime no Ippo, I mean, it's not Slam Dunk. It's not Haikyuu, but it's up there for me. It's, it's like maybe fifth, maybe fourth. No, that's fifth. Okay, it's for sports mangas. It's Haikyuu, Slam Dunk, Real, Diamond No Ace, and then Ippo. So Ippo's fifth place for me, but that's a good company to be in. Okay, that's good company. Okay. I don't remember what happened to chapter 500. You're asking too much for me. You're asking way too much for me to remember chapter 500. 900 was hard. 500, bro. I just apparently, according to Mick Parkour, chapter 500 was also like a basic chapter. So. Now, I get you. Like, sports anime isn't for everyone, but, man, is it really good. I love it. I really love sports animes, dude. Because, like, the really good ones, like, there are a lot of bad ones out there, right? But the really good ones, it's less about really the sport itself than it is about the characters, and which I really respect about certain sports anime. It's more about the drive to overcome their weaknesses, to evolve, to adapt, to overcome. You know what I'm saying? And that's true for a lot of different anime manga series, but I feel like sports series, especially when it's more grounded and down to earth, there hasn't been many other series that have been able to keep up in terms of delivering that kind of development. So for me, I'm a huge fan of sports series. Yeah. Rayleigh appeared in 500? Oh. Then you're wrong. Whoever said that nothing happened in 500, you're crazy. So maybe in 1000, Rayleigh will appear again. Rayleigh, like Big Mom's about to land a critical strike. She comes back all angry. Mama. She's about to cut, like, I don't know, someone chop her in half. But Rayleigh comes in, swooping, diving, and kicking, bro, and just, yeah. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. Like he did against Kizaru. Have I read or watched Ping Pong? No, I have not seen Ping Pong the animation, which honestly I've heard incredible things about it. I have to check it out. It's just, I will be honest, the animation style kind of threw me off. It threw me off, and that's a superficial thing, and I have to get over my own kind of weird biases like that. But the animation super threw me off, so I was like, I don't know, it's a little weird. But I've heard only good things. And same with like Yaomushi Pedal I've never checked out. I need to check that out as well. And Run Like the Wind I've heard is also very good. So I got to check those out. I'm just not huge into like racing. Anything racing related, whether it be like cars, whether it be planes, whether it be like track and field. I just don't care about it. I really don't. From a sports perspective, I fuck with a lot of different sports, man. I'll watch volleyball in real life. I'll watch soccer, baseball, hockey, football. I'll watch everything. Tennis. I'll even watch golf sometimes, even though it's kind of boring, right? It's really boring, actually. But like running, I don't know, man. It's tough. Like, how could I get hyped for running? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, man. I am caught up to Kingdom. I am indeed caught up to Kingdom. Kingdom is really good. Highly recommend Kingdom to all the One Piece people here. Do I play... Oh my god, why does it keep fucking doing this? Do I play sports games? Like, do I play sports in real life? What do you mean sports games? You mean like video games? Or do you mean like, do I play sports in real life? Because, I mean, I don't play as much sports as I used to. When I was in high school, I played a lot of sports. As far as sports games are concerned, I used to be someone that always bought every single Madden, always bought every 2K. But nowadays, I'm not even going to get 2K this year. I don't even know if I should. I mean, I thought about it just for the fun of the stream. Just to, like, have some streams where I'm playing 2K, like a franchise, or maybe I'll play in the neighborhood or whatever. But the thing is, like, I just very much despise the business practices of 2K. Not 2K specifically, but what's it called? What's the company called that owns 2K? The fucking EA Sports. EA Sports, or EA in general, is just a garbage corporation that milks and just milks its consumers without the littlest thought of making an actual improvement to these games. It's very unfortunate. Like, you have to spend so much money just to make your players good in the game. All this money for like packs and bullshit. And every year they make you rebuy the same shit you bought last year and the year before that. It's all a scam. It's all a fucking scam, dude. And it sucks because I really like basketball. Oh, what's good, Eric? Dude, Eric from the Red Force podcast in the chat, man. Raid Suit is unbreakable. Candy Bullets is greater than King. I don't think that the raid suit is unbreakable. You have to understand that what happened between King and Sanji was I don't think it was anything particularly like crazy, because it wasn't like it was a named attack. Like, King didn't come in like, with hockey on his beak, like super mega drill attacker, huge explosion. It was just he caught him in his beak and drove him in. And without I don't know why King like dipped after he knocked Sanji down. I'm assuming it was just Oda, saving face for both characters. Like, okay, King goes his way, Sanji goes his way. Sanji had his moment, King had his moment. Let's just wash our hands of the situation and be done with it. So, I did see Jordan JD making that comment, or making that Twitter post. You have to understand something about JD. And JD's my dude. I love JD. JD's a great dude. JD's a great dude. He's a hilarious person, right? But the thing about JD is he just loves to troll. He enjoys a good troll. He especially loves poking the hornet's nest, the hornet's nest that is the Zoro fandom. So the moment that he posted that on Twitter, I knew what he was doing. He was just trying to get a rise, trying to antagonize. He was trying to bait. He knows that ain't true. He's just fucking around. He's having a good time. So I don't hold it against JD. He knows what he's doing. It's funny to me because I see his game. I see him, bro. I see that shit, bro. Zoro will unlock Rio. I think Zoro already has Rio. It depends what your definition of Rio is. If the explanation of Rio that was given by Hyogoro is your definition of Rio, then Zoro already has it, right? But there are different kind of variations of Rio based on what we've seen. There's the unarmored version where it's like a pulse wave. that Luffy has been using because Luffy doesn't use a weapon. And then there's the sword version of it that the samurai use in Wano, the same version that we saw that the scabbards used to injure Kaido, right? So obviously I think Zoro has the sword version of it. You know, he doesn't probably have the unarmed version of it because that's not his fighting style. But he has Ryo. If you want to know my Discord name, all you need to do for all my Twitch people out there, if someone can help out Loner, well, actually, I guess I would have to. Yeah, if someone can in the Twitch chat, excuse me, just type in !Discord so that my name pops up, and then I'll copy and paste it and put it in the chat. Thank you very much, Don Solo. You are a legend as always. All right, I'll copy and paste this, and then you guys can see my Discord. So anyone just joining, we are gonna be probably taking calls later on at some point. So yeah, I put in both chats what my Discord is. So if you guys want to add me, there's my Discord. That's how we're gonna take calls in a little bit later on in the stream. Yeah, so just be sure to just message me on Discord, but first add me, of course. In fact, I'll check my requests right now. Give me one moment. Okay, I got a few requests here. Okay, I'll add you. And then after I add you, just message me. Don't call me. Message me saying I want in a call. And then when I start taking calls in, I'll just start calling the people who message me. Okay? Very simple, very easy. Bada bing. Done and done, my friends. Yes, my comrades, my friends, yes. All right. There we go. It's not going to be a group call. I'm going to take, depends. I'll see what I'll do, but most likely it'll just be one-on-one. I'll answer a couple of your questions, yada yada yada, and then, we'll move on to the next person. I usually do these towards the end of the stream anyway, so yeah. We'll save it for a little bit because there's a lot I want to get into first. Yeah, you don't have to call in. There's no pressure. There's no pressure. No problem. I don't know why I'm going to the Russian accent. Do I think that Zoro's gonna have some sort of Hakuba transformation? Nah. Why give Zoro some weird transformation where he doesn't become himself? Unless it's something to do with the curse in his blade or something weird. I don't know about all that. That just seems odd to me. I've not read Wolf Won't Sleep. I've never even heard of that, to be honest. Is that good? King was talking shit. Oh, King of Lightning was talking shit? What did King of Lightning say? I didn't see his reaction yet. He was on the show this week. We came up with that on the show. Oh, is that right? Well, I look forward to the next podcast. I really do. My Twitch is into the description. It's twitch.tv/ZFB124. Anyone who wants to follow me on Twitch, I recommend you do so. I not only do One Piece content, of course, on Twitch whenever I do my streams, but I also, of course, do regular gaming stuff. Even a couple days ago, I did a watch party of The Boys Season 2. And I want to try out other fun things as well. And speaking of which, thank you for the follow, dude. Two people. Thank you, Admiral Nider and Comical Relief. Thank you for the follow, guys. Did you notice that in the Straw Hat spread, it looked like Zoro was reaching for his bandana? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zoro doesn't take a battle seriously until that bandana comes out. We all know this. So, for all the people getting on Zoro that, he was struggling against fodder. Bro, the bandana wasn't out. If he had the bandana out and he was bleeding and he was like, this is too much, then fine, okay, you have a point. But his bandana wasn't even out. How are you going to say that? Bunch of haters, really. Kenneth Estevez, you missed earlier on in the stream. Not only am I going to be in the next Reverie, your boy is going to be in the starting lineup of the Reverie, next Reverie. So I'm going to definitely be there. I'll be in that starting lineup. It's humbling to be in a... I mean, it's going to be crazy. You got like all these crazy, massive personalities in the call at the same time. You've got, you know, freaking Sawyer 7 Mage, King of Lightning, and fucking Roger and all of them in the call at the same time. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a good time. For sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, someone said, Fox, that he was reaching for his headband. Reaching for his headband, which is debatable, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. I kind of wish that he doesn't bring it out until he really needs it. You know what I mean? Like, really, really needs it. You know, to have him bring it out now before he's even, like, got an opponent to fight against would be a little too premature for me. But, you know. Zoro is a Shimotsuki. He is. It's almost confirmed at this point. It's pretty much... There's no way it's not true. No, page 1, they're talking about the double page spread with all the straw hats, where all the straw hats were like posing and stuff. It looks kind of like he was going for his bandana. I mean, it's really debatable, but you know, it's I hope it's true. I kind of hope it's true. Roger low-key loves you, Zoro. I don't know about all that. No, yeah, Roger, I think, watched some of my videos. I don't think he was, like, my biggest watcher. I think he was more of a King of Lightning guy and a Sawyer guy, he told me. He said this before, like, when I was talking to him on stream. Like, when he started doing YouTube, he was more of a... He was a Sawyer guy for Neverworld. Those are the main people that he knew. But Roger's a great dude, man. Like, legitimately, like, you know, if anyone in my chat slanders Roger's base, I'll fucking fight you, dude. That's my guy. That's my guy. The nicest dude to meet in person. You know, he hosted us when we went to in California. Hosted a great party for us. We recorded a video together, man. I wish I would have, you know, this whole epidemic wasn't going down. We can go back to Cali and hang out in Cali with, like, Roger and the dudes. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, we went to his apartment. It was literally like we went to Roger's base apartment when it was like, ironically enough, when we went to Roger's apartment that night, well, we went to his apartment a couple times. I've been to his house a couple of times, so it wasn't just the one time. I've been to his house a couple of times. One time that we were there, was actually Etika was there as well. So that was a crazy party because you had freaking Etika there. And then literally a year later, unfortunately, he passed away. So it was like, man, that was really tough because, yeah, that was a really tough situation. But yeah, he's always super nice. Legitimately, like, you know, especially when it comes to the YouTube stuff, he'll help you out, give you advice, you know, talk to you about like the inner details of YouTube. Good dude. Who do I think are the top 3 damage dealers to Kaido? Ooh, good question. Good question. Okay. The top 3 damage dealers to Kaido. That's a great question. Well, Luffy is obviously going to be one of them. Kid is going to be the second. So Luffy, Kid, and Zoro? I want it. Maybe I'm being biased. Look, maybe I'm being biased. I don't know. I still believe that Zoro will get that final hit, man. I really want to believe that. Zoro will get the final strike and, you know, kill Kaido. But maybe Law. If it's not Zoro, then Law. I don't see Marco getting into the mix. I don't see Nakamumushi or Inarashi getting into the mix with him. I think they're pretty, you know, they'll be busy with Jack. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Kinemon does something. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm biased. You know I'm biased. What's good, Billy Bob? Thanks for stopping by the stream, dude. How we doing? Yeah, last chapter was a 10 out of 10. I love. Well, I don't know if I'd say 10 out of 10. It was like a 9 point, because 10 out of 10 is like holy like groundbreaking, like Im-sama introduction. Like that's a 10 out of 10 chapter. I'd say this was more like a 9 out of 10, but a strong 9 out of 10, bro. I don't see Marco. Look. I could be wrong, and Zoro fights against Zoro fights against King, and Marco helps with Kaido, right? I could be wrong, and that could happen. But I just see Marco versus King. I just do not see Zoro fighting any of the calamities. I could be wrong. Look, if it turns out that King is a swordsman, he uses that sword, and that's his main thing. Okay, that's all well and good. Zoro fights against, King. He gets his sword battle, and, Zoro beats the first commander. That'd be fucking dope. That would be incredible. I wouldn't hate that. But there's a part of me that really, really wants to see Zoro fight Kaido and put in some work. Even if he gets absolutely demolished, as long as he's able to get some, like, significant hits in on Kaido, I'll be happy, man. I'll be a happy boy. Alright? Smoothie? Nah, Smoothie. Smoothie's having a hard time, man. Smoothie's fighting herself more than she's fighting anyone else. She's fighting her own uselessness. Bro, I forgot Smoothie was even in this arc until we brought it up 2 seconds ago. I thought she was done. I forgot about Smoothie, dude. I'll be honest. Look, I'm not saying, or let me just clarify what I mean, RCS. All right? Or I'm sorry, RCSP. I'm not saying Zoro's going to fight against Kaido one-on-one. It's not going to be like a standoff. Zoro, Kaido, fight. Fight. I don't see that happening at all. It's going to be a team battle. I don't think anyone is fighting Kaido one-on-one. I don't see that happening. There's going to be multiple people involved in that fight, no matter how you slice it up. So I think Kid's going to be involved in that fight. Killer's going to be involved in that fight. Law's going to be involved in that fight. Zoro will be involved in that fight. And fuck it. Bring out all the other supernovas. Bring out Hawkins. Bring out Drake. Bring out as many supernovas as possible. Fucking bring out a Nell. Not a Nell. I was going to say a Nell. Not a Nell, no. Bring out goddamn a Rouge. Bring out a Rouge. Have him descend from the sky, baby. Have a Rouge come down and do something. Have Bonnie pop up and do something. Just make that happen, dude. It's becoming less and less likely considering those characters are not in this arc. A Rouge and Bonnie. But the other supernovas that are there, minus Bonnie, Capone, and a Rouge, can be there to fight against Kaido. Kind of like the bullet fight. Exactly. Exactly, Fox. Exactly like the bullet fight. So, I'm not saying like, oh, Zoro's gonna like one-on-one Kaido. That's not realistic to think that. Even Zoro versus King is a stretch. Is a stretch to say that Zoro can fight against King. Right? Like, legitimately. And can you believe, let me hold on. Can you believe, like I always say, I'm a Sanji fan, right? I'm a Sanji fan, and I don't want to make this a Zoro versus Sanji thing. There are plenty of people on the YouTubes that do that already. But on the Twitters, man, Twitter is a toxic place, and I have to talk about this. I have to vent my frustration with some of the things I see on Twitter, man. There are people that unironically believe that Sanji is going to fight against King and beat him. If anyone legitimately believes, in my comment section or otherwise, this is a challenge to anyone out there. DM me. I'm easy to contact. I'm very easy to contact. Anybody out there. I'm looking at all you guys in the chat. I'm looking at everybody, all the mouthpieces on Twitter. If anybody out there legitimately believes that Sanji is taking down King this arc, I'm gonna bet as much money as you want me to bet. Please bet me. Do it. Bet me. I will put real money down. I will put real fucking money. Okay? More than this. More than this. Message me. I will bet. I will bet fucking my entire bank account that Sanji is not fighting against King. You are delusional. Please, free money. Free money. Please. Free money. Look. I know how to play the odds. Am I going to say without a shadow of a doubt that Sanji isn't going to fight King? No. I'm not going to say that without a shadow of a doubt. There's a possibility. There is a possibility. Right? But that possibility ain't high. That's like a 95 to 5% bet right there. Now, if you want to say Sanji will fight Queen, okay. In that case, I can see that happening. But King, there are too many other people more likely to fight King than Sanji. Doesn't make sense. So, my DMs are open. My DMs are open. But the thing is, like, even if people do DM me, unless I know them, I guarantee once the Sanji versus or Sanji and King don't fight, I guarantee you, then they'll just like, okay, unfollow, dip. I never bet that. Oop, I'm out. I guarantee you they will. So, yeah. Unless it's someone I really know, like especially all the YouTubers out there that I know. This is more of a challenge to y'all than it is to anyone in the chat, right? Like, legitimately. Hit me up. Zoro Fanboy Reactions. I ain't going anywhere, bro. I live in South Florida. You can find me easy. Easy peasy. I'll bet my entire bank account. That's an easy bet right there. All right. Enough of that. I just wanted to make that announcement because people were legitimately just like saying that stuff like it was like bound to happen. Like, oh, Sanji versus Queen guaranteed. Like, oh, really? Put your money where your mouth is, bitch. Are you serious about that? If you really are serious, you put something down for it. You wouldn't just say it to say it. Because some people just talk. But I put my money where my mouth is, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Can I have a Queen versus Ivankov just for the laughs? What? Just Ivankov shows up randomly with Dragon. Maybe that's chapter 1000. Dragon shows up, Ivankov and Sabo show up. That'd be cool, I guess. Why not? Really wouldn't make any sense, but fuck it, man. I don't think so, Big Goon Gorilla. ZKK is not more delusional than Sanji fighting King. Because Sanji versus King is the people who are saying Sanji versus King think he can, like, in a one-on-one straight up fight, beat King without any help. Just straight up one-on-one, like, you know, Sanji versus, Mr. 2 or any of other Sanji fights. Kurobi, that's what people think when it comes to Sanji versus King, right? When I say, at least, I can't speak for anyone else, but when I say Zoro could kill Kaido, or I think he's going to kill Kaido, I don't think it's going to be Zoro versus Kaido one-on-one. Hell, I don't even know if how much damage Zoro will land ultimately. All I'm saying is he's going to get that last hit. Maybe someone else weakens him up, Zoro gets a last hit, or maybe Zoro contributes and then delivers that last hit. So how could, are you really saying that's more delusional? I don't see it. I don't think it's a stretch at all, because let me explain why. We saw earlier in this arc, Kaido was able to get cut. Kaido was able to get cut by people like Kinemon and Okiku. No offense to Kinemon and Okiku, they're not scrubs. You know, he's not a scrub, she's not a scrub. But let's be real, like compared to Zoro, they are scrubs. So if Kiku and Kinemon are able to pierce Kaido, who's to say that Zoro can't land that final hit? When his haki is much stronger than either of theirs. That's all I'm saying. Yes, I did reference Sanji's fight from Arlong Park because I love that fight. Like seriously, that fight from Arlong Park outside of Luffy's fight was my favorite fight of Arlong Park. It might even be better than the Arlong fight. Like I really, really liked Kurobe versus Sanji. That was a dope fight because it had the double element of like first they're in water and Sanji has to struggle and kick and come up with a way to get back in, you know, to breathe air again. And he comes up with a really smart strategy of grabbing the gills and suffocating Kurobe. And then when they're on land, he just kicks the shit out of him. It's so dope. That was so cool. So yes, I did reference that fight because I really like that fight. I think it's very underrated. But I mean, the Zoro fight was good too, but it was more about determination and him overcoming his injuries than it was really a fight. Like he had no chance against Zoro. It's not a bad fight. I just think that the Sanji fight was superior. Like very, very, very good fight. Look, don't get the wrong idea, guys, all right? See, Jesus, I'm getting everyone jumping down my throat now. Don't get the wrong idea. It was a good fight. Zoro versus... Look, I'm just saying that the Sanji one was better. The Sanji versus Kurobe fight was better than the Zoro versus Hachi fight. But the Zoro versus Hachi fight was good too. They were all good fights. Even Usopp's fight with, what was it, Chu? Whatever his name was? I think his name was Chu. Even that was good. So, bro, but Sanji fucking kicking the shit out of goddamn Kurobe. Ooh, that was so raw. He kicked the fuck out of this man. The fuck out of this man. It was beautiful. Monte bene. Void Crest. You can tell that Queen is not a swordsman. You can tell that. King, however, let me just say, King not only has a sword at his hip, but the weapon that killed Orochi. We don't know, like, although I gotta say though, at this point, is it confirmed that Orochi's dead? Like, he hasn't gotten back up. He hasn't regenerated. You know, same with Kanjuro. We haven't seen anything from Kanjuro. Are they officially dead? Like, I'll be honest, I assume that they were both going to stay alive, but it's been a long time since they both were killed. So, I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, point is, the sword that killed him was King's sword. So, I'm just saying it makes more sense that King's a swordsman, but neither could be swordsmen. We don't know. A lot of people are just wearing swords in Wano for aesthetic purposes. So it's hard to say, you know. We'll have to see. Luffy's reminding us every chapter that he's here to beat the shit out of Kaido, and words, looking back and underacting like the MC's goals aren't important. Yeah, Luffy's gonna do a lot of damage to Kaido. Like Luffy's gonna do the main bulk of the work against Kaido. What's the problem? I'm not saying that Luffy's just gonna like get his ass kicked and then Zoro's gonna come and save the day, right? Right? It could be one of those things where you know, Luffy beats the shit out of Kaido, but kind of maybe like how against Doflamingo, he ran out of steam at the last moment, right? So maybe it could be one of those things where he really messes Kaido up using his Ryo, and Kaido's kind of staggering on his last legs, and right as he's about to finish Luffy off, Zoro comes in and deals the finishing blow or something like that. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know if you remember this, but Luffy, when he fought against Doflamingo, he lost. He ran out of gear fourth, and he like ran out of steam, and he couldn't move. So Gats had to pick him up, and like they had to run away for like 30 minutes. I don't know if you remember that. Like he had to be saved by Gats. You know, he was like, don't get me wrong, he was fucking up Flamingo, but he ran out of steam. He ran out of gear fourth too fast, and he was incapacitated, and Gats had to save him. I don't know if you remember that. I can see that. Sen says Zoro's gonna save Luffy using the Shin Sun Sun like he did against Kuma. That'd be hype. That'd be hype. That'd be hype. Yeah. Sick254 says other Straw Hats have been fighting Big Mom, and yet people are offended at the idea of Zoro fighting against Kaido. Like, seriously. Especially since we've seen, like, the thing is, you have to understand, guys, we've seen in the past that Kaido can be injured by swords. Odin injured Kaido by using swords. Kinemon injured Kaido barely, like, he just a tip, via sword. Even Kiku injured Kaido via sword. I'm not saying that's the only way to hurt him. I'm just saying it's been the most effective way of showcase to injure him at this point. And it just so happens that Zoro owns the sword, or one of the swords, that caused the initial injury to Kaido. So that's running away. Laughed my ass off. Are you talking about Luffy? Luffy's run away multiple times in the New World. Let's just go over the times that he's run away. If you want to say he was carried away for the Doflamingo fight, if you want to use that particular verbiage, by all means, say he was carried away by Gats and had to, have someone save him for 30 minutes before he can recover. He cannonly ran away when he was fighting against Cracker. Cracker was specifically annoyed about this, like saying, he's just running away every time that he ran out of gear fourth. Oh, 10 minutes. My apologies, Fox. It was 10 minutes. Sorry about that. I'll take fault on that one. Against Cracker, over the course of like 8 hours that they fought, he ran out of gear fourth multiple times and had to run away before coming back and continuing the fight. Against Katakuri, he had to run away after running out of gear fourth, and then just so happened to see Brule and ran away into the mirror outside of the mirror world. I think they were on Cracker Island that they teleported, or Biscuit Island, one of the islands that they teleported to while leaving Katakuri in there. But then he went back and fought Katakuri and finished that fight. But he ran away the middle of that fight, and that's not an argument. That's not a debate. He did run away. I don't like that about the MC because I want Luffy to fight his opponents without running. But objectively speaking, that's what he did. There's no like debating that. There's no like, oh, but he, but this, but that. No, he ran away. I could try to sugarcoat it, but how else would you define it? Void Crest says Zoro's bounty after Wano is going to be $1 billion? $1 billion. Oof. That's a lot. That's a big jump. I don't know. I would love it if it was $1 billion, but that's a big jump, dude. That's a big jump. $1 billion's a lot of money. That is a lot of belly. Do I think Queen and King are relatives? I don't think that they're relatives, and the reason why parkour I don't think that they're relatives is that I think that Big Mom specifically said, I forgot the exact words that she used, but when she was talking to King, she's like, you're a rare species, right? You're one of a kind of species, and she wanted King to join her crew, right? So if he is a rare species, I don't see how they can be family, because King is some kind of unique species that we don't know about. He's like covered up. I imagine eventually like his suit will maybe burn up or come off, and we'll see exactly what he is. So I don't know. I'm saying his subordinate will land the final hit, Gorilla. That's different than defeating, right? That's a different thing than actually defeating the enemy, or it's a different thing than just like straight up beating the enemy in a single contest. Like ganging up on someone is an effective strategy. I don't like the strategy, but against someone like Kaido, nobody in Whole Cake outside of Big Mom is fighting Kaido 1-on-1. Nobody, and winning. I mean, some people could probably last a little bit longer than others. Like Luffy could last a little bit of time. He's not going to get like, one shot at like he did earlier in the arc because he's learned Ryo and he's gotten stronger, right? But nobody outside of Big Mom on this island is fighting Kaido 1-on-1. No one. Nobody. Not a single person. Let's make that clear. So, what does that mean? That means it's going to probably be a gang up situation. We know that Kid has a particular interest in taking down Kaido because of what he did to Killer. Law is part of the equation as well. Killer's a member of Kid's crew. That's already 4 supernovas that are going to be involved in the fight. Why adding Zoro to that? Why does that make it weird? I don't get it. Nah, I disagree. You have to understand, Kaido is not as important to Luffy, or Luffy defeating Kaido is not as important to his character as Zoro defeating Mihawk. It's not as important. Luffy's already considered an Emperor of the Sea. Luffy already has a 1.5 billion berry bounty. Like, if Kaido goes down, it really doesn't have to be Luffy who takes him down. It doesn't have to be. Not saying that it won't happen. Like, look. Even though I think Zoro will eventually get that last hit, do I think it's guaranteed? No. Like, there is a good chance that Luffy could be the one to do it as well. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just more 60-40 in the side of Zoro doing it. For me personally, right? So I just don't see that Luffy needs to be the one to take down Kaido, right? He can be the person that injures Kaido, that messes with Kaido, that causes Kaido to take significant injury, and then someone else can finish the job. I can see that. But it can go a number of different ways. We're just gonna have to agree to disagree. big goon, bro. I just don't agree. I don't agree of Kaido's importance to Luffy's character. It's not nearly as personal as what you're making it out to be. But like I said, I could be wrong. I'm not gonna sit out here and say how dare you think. I could be wrong, but we'll see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Defeat does not equal kill. It's true, especially in One Piece. Especially in One Piece. There is too many. I mean, all of the villains have stayed alive. Every single one. I'm trying to think of an enemy that was killed. There's really not any. I mean, the only enemy that we haven't heard of or seen at all since their defeat, I think, is Arlong. I can't think of any other of the villains, the major villains of any other arc that we haven't seen after their defeat. Even all the East Blue villains, we saw a chapter where they showcased what they were doing. Even Captain Curl's still chilling around. You know what I'm saying? Don Krieg, they're still doing things, I think. But outside of those guys, I think Arlong's the only one. So people don't know. Kuro didn't die. We saw Kuro after his defeat. So my thing is it's certainly possible Kaido doesn't die. I'm more of the mind of them. What do you do with him? Do the Marines just capture him? Maybe that'd be a good way to do it. I mean, we saw him in a flashback. We didn't see him after his defeat though. In the current timeline, of course we saw flashbacks of him during Fishman Island and stuff. You know what I mean? $1 billion is not that crazy for Zoro, especially if we're under the impression that he should be around the first commander level after the arc, plus being the right hand of Luffy, whose bounty will skyrocket. That's true. That's true. We don't know. Bounties are a little weird in One Piece, and we don't know exactly like one thing that kind of annoys me in One Piece is how we get little information on some of the other characters earned the bounties that they have, about like some of their history. And I've talked about this on my channel many times. Like who did Katakuri defeat? What kind of accomplishments did Katakuri have for him to achieve the bounty that he achieved over 1 billion? What did he do over his long life? He's like in his 40s, not long life, but his pretty decent long length of life as a pirate. We don't know that. What did King do? What did Queen do? We don't know. They went a little bit into detail with Jack, you know what I'm saying? Saying that like, oh, he murders innocent people, yada yada yada. We knew a little bit about Jack. But outside of Jack, like even someone like Mihawk, right? I hope eventually we learn exactly like what if Mihawk defeated any kind of swordsman in the past, and if so, which ones, and if so, who did he beat to become the world's greatest? Why do people acknowledge him as the world's greatest? I wish that Oda would go into a little bit more detail about these things. So, based on what I'm trying to say is, if we don't know, like, what is the methodology for someone to get a bounty of that size? I mean, if we don't know that, then I guess it could be possible that Zoro gets 1 billion bounty, which is like beating one really powerful person. You know, so it's it's possible. Sure. Why not? Could be. All right, guys, so anyone just joining us, we are currently just having a discussion about 989, One Piece, the future of Wano, chapter 1000, a number of different things. So if you're enjoying the stream so far, even if you're not enjoying the stream so far, be sure to like or dislike the video, depending on how you're feeling. Hit that follow button on Twitch, at twitch.tv/ZFB124 if you haven't followed already. And of course, subscribe for some more quality content on the channel as well. So yeah. No Marines in Wano. We'll see. We do know the Marines are aware. That Big Mom and Kaido allied, and Luffy's going there. So maybe there is an interest there to clean up after the dust is settled. We'll see. CP0 in Wano, though. That could be a thing. This is a great question from Edison6. He wants to know who is Sword, or who is in Sword, excuse me. I mean, we know Drake is. I have a feeling that it's a possibility that maybe even Aokiji could be. I wouldn't be surprised. Although a lot of people want him to be, myself included, a member of the Revolutionaries. That'd be great. But it would make a lot more sense if Aokiji is a member of Sword and he infiltrated the Blackbeard Pirates, on behalf of Sword. Because Sword is kind of like a small kind of private sect of the world government that's not really affiliated with the world government. Or with the Marines, rather. They kind of do their own thing. So we'll have to see if Aokiji is. But outside of him, I mean, Smoker, I would imagine most of the good aligned Marines are members of Sword, if I had to guess. So Smoker, Aokiji, possibly Fujitora, possibly Green Bull. Members like that. Kobe, of course. We already know about Kobe. Yo, Alex Graham, I don't want to hear any Smoker slander. Not in my space. Don't you dare, motherfucker. Don't you dare even dream name of slandering Smoker in my chat. Okay? Rewatch that Smoker versus Virgo fight. The man was amazing. Amazing. But don't you dare slander my man in my chat. That's my boy. That's what I would say, like, in terms of current Marines. He's probably my favorite. He's so good. He like, yes, I will admit, post time skip, he's been lacking. Right? Of course, you know, he was kind of he was in an unfortunate position during Punk Hazard, where he got destroyed by Doflamingo. But you do have to understand, people always misunderstand this the moment in Punk Hazard when it came to the fight with Virgo. The fight with Virgo, the entire time, especially after a little bit, like, he wanted to get a couple hits in at first, which he did. He landed a couple elbows and punches and really got, like, Virgo bleeding a little bit. He was leaking. But after a certain point, the entire goal of what Smoker was trying to do was to get the heart for Law. That was what he did. That's what he did. That was his goal. And he achieved his goal. Even Virgo was like, what is he doing? Like, why is he spreading his body out like this and getting hit so easily? Even like, Virgo was even confused as to why he was doing what he was doing. It was all part of the man's plan. Ladies and gentlemen. So, I will admit, though, against Law, that was a tough loss. It was a tough loss. But to be fair, like, that was a really, like, Law's got a broken-ass devil fruit. Law's a broken-ass devil fruit, bro. Like, you have to understand, like, his devil fruit, he didn't even, like, really, like, he just went boop, boop, and touched Smoker's chest, and his heart went flying, bro. It was like, damn. Come in to see Zoro defending Smoker, Subarashi. Yes, Dritz. Absolutely, sir. That's my guy right there. Man. Okay? Look, all I'm saying is, look, look. Because devil fruits can change change the game when it comes to a fight. Especially if you have, it's like kind of like Nen and Hunter x Hunter. And when you're in a fight with a Nen user, if you don't know certain abilities and you're caught off guard by them, that could be the matter of life and death. Same with devil fruit abilities. Right? Let's just use an example from that same arc. Right? Remember, during that same, very, very same arc, Luffy fought against someone by the name of Caesar Clown that he was much stronger than. Luffy was much stronger than Caesar Clown. But what happened, ladies and gentlemen? Luffy was unaware of Caesar Clown's abilities, specifically his ability to take away the air around him. And Luffy let his guard down and lost to Caesar Clown, someone he should have beaten handily. So if we're going to give Smoker shit for losing against someone like Law, who's a Shichibukai, and at the same time give Luffy a pass against Caesar Clown, you got to be consistent. So my consistency takes form in they were both taken advantage of by people that they didn't know their devil fruit abilities, and they paid for it. So that's all I'm going to say. Neither should be at major fault for losing that particular fight. Now, Doflamingo absolutely destroyed Smoker, no bars about it. But he was already injured with the Virgo fight by that point, so that was tough. That was tough. Future says people making fun of Killer hurting Zoro, but gangster Gastino low diff Luffy. My dude Dritz in the chat, absolutely, man. Appreciate you stopping by, dude. So you don't think that Aokiji's part of Sword Fox? I mean, what do you think? He's a revolutionary or something like that? You just answered my question. Yeah, revolutionary. Okay. I am curious, Dritz. What would you rate the chapter, man? I am curious, Dritz. That is a good question. Let me guess. I don't want to look. Let me not look at the chat. I'm gonna close my eyes. Let me guess. I would say. Let me think about Dritz. How he evaluates One Piece. How he would rate this chapter. Okay. So. That happened. That happened. That was good. I would say you gave it like a 7. That would be my guess. Because of the Big Mom stuff. That's my guess. I don't know, Dritz. I want to see the rating though. I want to see the rating though. I think it was a 9 out of 10. I love the chapter. But I'm of the mind, like a lot of people out there are really annoyed about Big Mom. Like George Shaz saw his reaction. He was super pissed about Big Mom again. I've seen the light. I was blind, but now I see. It's not worth it to be frustrated or angry about Big Mom anymore. We know now what she is. Okay? Okay? We know what she is. And I can't continuously, consider her or put her on this pedestal when she's constantly, falling off in a gag fall, like that video of that lady falling off the platform and going, ew, 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 ew. You remember that old meme video? Like that's Big Mom. Like every other chapter, she just falls off, and it's like, okay, maybe we should take the pedestal down and bring her down to like Earth. All right, maybe we should see her in that light and not get so mad about it anymore. It's over. She's a joke, okay? She's been a gag, at least for this arc. We'll see how she's treated in the future, but I'm not holding out any hope. We'll see. I would be the happiest person on earth if next chapter it's like, Blackbeard shows up and sucks out her devil fruit, and it's like, okay, she's dead. Thank God. I don't think that's gonna happen, obviously, but I've come to the light. And I don't let it bother me anymore. I used to let it get to me. You can't let things get to you sometimes, especially things that are out of your control. That's why, earlier on in the stream I said, always keep expectations low. No matter what it is. Expectations of people, expectations of media, expectations of anybody. That always keep them low. You can't be disappointed. Yo, take care, Dritz. Thanks for stopping by the stream, man. I love you too, bro. Much love. Shout out to my fellow ReZero homie Dritz, man. That's a good man right there. I just wanna say, like, all the people out there in the chat, whenever I have Dritz on as a guest, there's always people complaining and annoying. My pussy hurt. Why you got Dritz on? That's my dude right there. I don't care. I don't care if you don't like him. You don't have to watch. You don't have to. I'm not going to stop inviting him to talk. He knows what he's talking about. He may not have the same opinions as me, but I'm not only going to bring on people who I agree with. I'm always going to bring on people who have differing opinions, so you can get multiple different perspectives, right? If you only live in an echo chamber of, like, a bunch of lemmings like, it's good, yeah, it's really good, really good, it's all great, Goda. If you're only hearing people's perspective from, like, or if you're on the other side of the table and you're only hearing, like, One Piece sucks, One Piece trash, you're never gonna, you gotta hear both sides of the, of that spectrum, man. You can't just just close your ears and close your eyes and say, I'm not going to hear anything I disagree with. You got to have your opinions challenged. And that's true not only of One Piece, but of life. That's just the way it is, man. Shogun, Frankie, tanking Queen. That'd be an interesting fight. But I don't know. It's really weird, man. From a power scaling perspective, I hate using that term because, I'm just trying to think about it from a logical perspective. I don't know if you call it power scaling, if you call it whatever you want to call it, right? I try to look at it from just a consistency standpoint. I just try to see if things are consistent, right? I don't, if you want to call it power scaling, you call it power scaling. But from a consistency standpoint, someone like Frankie fighting against Queen wouldn't really work for me. Even in Shogun Frankie, I think that would be like kind of crazy, considering we know that Queen has hockey and probably really good hockey, and Frankie doesn't. Like, you have to understand, like, Frankie hasn't gotten any stronger since Dressrosa. And don't get me wrong, like, Frankie was the MVP last week, or this week. Fucking amazing Frankie chapter. Great chapter for Frankie. Best chapter for Frankie of the New World. Legitimately. But that being said, like, the dude was in like a heated back and forth fight against someone like Senior Pink. like Senior Pink? Really? Really? Don't get me wrong, I love Senior Pink, and I think his backstory is incredible. I freaking love Senior Pink. But how do you go from Senior Pink and fighting against him to then fighting against someone like Queen and then be like, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that's consistency. It's not. It's not consistency. Unless Frankie has some sort of like unique advantage, or because you have to understand with One Piece, it's not like Dragon Ball where it's like, oh, my power level is 7,000, therefore I'm gonna beat you because your power level is 4,000. With One Piece, it's a lot about matchups. It's a lot about okay, you have a certain weakness, or you have a certain gag, or you have something that's a detriment to you that I can take advantage of. I don't see Queen having something that Frankie could take advantage of. Personally, I don't see it. Unless he fights with someone else, I don't know. But then again, if you would have told me 2 chapters ago that, Frankie would ride a motorcycle into Big Mom's face and she would get knocked down, I would say you're a crazy person. So, you have to roll with the punches. So, who knows? How do you go from fighting Daifuku to beating King? I mean, Daifuku's not a scrub, but yeah, Sanji's not fighting King. I just don't see it happening. Well, Zoro couldn't cut through Kuma when he didn't have haki. Zoro didn't have haki, or at least like his haki was, if he did have haki, it was so rudimentary and not trained that he couldn't even like do a proper armament, right? This was pre-time skip. Like Zoro was still able to somewhat injure Kuma. Somewhat, very little. I mean, like he didn't like hurt him bad or anything, but he was able to slice his shoulder a little bit. There was a little steam pumping out. Like he caused damage. That was before he had haki. And the very same pacifistas that he had trouble, cutting through, the same metal, he was able to easily dispose of, when we return to Saboti. So, I don't know what you mean about Zoro not being able to cut through Wappa metal. He can do it now. Yes, sir, Sen. Yes, sir. More Haikyuu next month. Let's go. I guess let me make another quick somewhat of an announcement and get your feedback, because I had also been planning, since Haikyuu's coming back and there are other anime that I do watch, but I don't want a copyright strike. A good way to do that is to use D-Live, like how King Lightning does it. If you watch a video via YouTube, regardless of whether or not it's a show or anything, D-Live doesn't take down your stuff. So D-Live is a lot more lenient when it comes to copyright stuff as opposed to Twitch and to YouTube. So when Haikyuu comes out, would you guys be down to like, you know, do some D Live streams? I don't know if you guys are on D Live. Would that be something you'd be interested in for like anime stuff, like, you know, Haikyuu and other shows? I don't want to risk Twitch because I think Twitch, they're much more strict, and I don't really have like the whole like filter, and you know, I don't want to do all that stuff, like, you know, mask and filter and make all the video weird so that you know, you don't get caught by the algorithms. It's annoying. I don't want to deal with that. I don't know how One Piece or anime reactors do that in general. It's annoying. I couldn't even dream of doing that, and have to deal with copyright issues all the time. Ugh. Risk having your channel taken down at any moment. Ugh. I'm not trying that. Where are them links, Zoro? Links to what? If you want to know my Twitch, it's twitch.tv/ZFB124. Link in the description. My D Live, I don't even know my D Live. I think it's just Zoro Fanboy 124. I gotta check. It's been a minute since I've been on D Live. Let me check my D Live. Hold on. I'll put a link. You guys follow me on D Live. Maybe I'll do some anime streams. I don't know. It's certainly more likely nowadays because I have Twitch to fall back on. I got a little bit into D Live and then I kind of fell off. I was more into Twitch, but for anime only stuff, I think that D Live is the way to go. And I actually kind of really like the service. It's actually pretty dope. All right. Oh yeah, it's just Zoro Fanboy 124 on D Live. Let me link you guys if you're interested. All right. Okay. So while I'm doing this, guys, in about like maybe 20 minutes, 10, 20 minutes, I'm going to be, sending out some calls. Or taking calls, rather. Taking calls. You can call into the stream, give me some thoughts or theories or criticism you have of something I talked about. If you're interested in calling in and talking to me in any capacity, just try to be nice. Don't be a dick. Be respectful. That's all I ask. Don't say anything, that would be considered hateful or disgusting. That's all I'd ask for you. You should know how to act. Just act like you would act with someone like as if you were talking to them in person, right? So if you're interested in calling in and just talking One Piece or whatever, it doesn't even have to be One Piece related. Just message me on Discord. And if you don't have me added on Discord, if someone on Twitch can just type in apostrophe Discord or exclamation point Discord, excuse me, I'll link it for everyone on YouTube so you guys can see it too. And then give me about 10 minutes or so, and then I'll go ahead and we'll get into that call stuff. Oh, Glam in here. Yo, Glam, the Lakers won? I figured they were. They were up like 16.5 or something like that. It was crazy. Congrats, sir. So there is my Discord. You guys can go ahead and feel free to add me. They only won by 8? Ooh. Was it a close game? Or was it like basically a blowout? I thought they would have won by like 15. They were up like 16 points. All right. NBA's crazy this year, man. It's a weird time to be alive with COVID, man. It really is. Everything just feels wrong. Houston had a big third quarter. I see. Hold on. I really like the Raptors. I wouldn't be surprised if the Raptors win it all. Like, my predictions are Raptors. I had this prediction. People who have been part of my streams know this. But even before this series with the Celtics, my predicted finals was Raptors and Clippers. Clippers and Raptors, and the Raptors beat the Clippers in like 6 or 7 games. So mark it down here. If I'm right about that, I deserve something, bro. I deserve. I should probably bet. So I'm saying Raptors and Clippers, and I'd say the Raptors win in like 6 or 7. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers win that series too. That'll be a good series. I just really like the Raptors team. They got some really good chemistry and some fantastic defense and great coaching, and that's what wins championships. So we'll see. You live in Toronto, page 1. Okay. Good luck, man. Good luck to you. I really like their team. Clippers in 6? Possibly. Yeah, I don't see the Lakers coming out of the West. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't like that team. See, the thing about the Raptors that I really like is that they have great depth. They don't have any holes, like noticeable holes. Like, they don't have like superstars. Like, that's the one thing they're lacking. Like, you can argue, okay, Siakam's a superstar. You can argue like, they have Lowry's pretty good, and like Van Fleet's very good, and but they don't have, like, that's their issue, that they don't have superstars, but they have all their players contribute in some way, and they're consistent. See, the problem with the Lakers is that they're too reliant on their big guys. And if they're not having good games, or like the other team shuts them down, their role players suck. Like, their role players are bad. With the exception, there's like I really like how Dwight Howard's playing, and that's pretty much it. That's about it. That's about it, really. I don't like their team at all. Their team is this. You're giving J.R. Smith significant minutes. No. I just don't believe in that team. That's the thing, like that's the thing, Glam. Like, you can rely on, like, okay, maybe one game Rondo will play well, maybe one game Morris will play well, maybe one game Dion Waiters might play decent, but they're so inconsistent that it's gonna catch up to them. It's gonna catch up to them eventually. Once they start playing better and better competition, they can't afford to be inconsistent. Right? Like, both series, they've lost their first game. That cannot be a trend. Because traditionally speaking, if you lose your first game, you're more than likely going to lose a series. And maybe they can pull it off against the Rockets. Maybe they obviously they pulled it off against the Trailblazers, but they're not pulling it off against the best teams in the West that are the next round, whoever that might be. And they're definitely not doing it, in my mind, in the finals. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. React to Inuyasha remake for those female views. Oh man, I'm gonna lose views if I do that. I'll lose the female viewers, dude. You have to understand that me and Inuyasha have a very complicated relationship. Very complicated. Let me explain. Allow me to specify here. So, when I was younger, I grew up as a Toonami kid. I know some people around my age group are also Toonami kids. You grew up watching 90s anime, like a Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star, Big O, the Zoids, shows like that. Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, shit like that. And Inuyasha is also one of those shows that was very prevalent at that time. And I think given that particular, like, back in that time, like, anime wasn't available online. Oh, it's good, Sierra. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Much appreciated. But when Inuyasha was on Toonami and stuff, as a '90s kid, right? It's kind of weird because when you watched it at like just random episodes here and there, it's good. It's entertaining. There are good moments. The show's great. You know, the drama with the romance is actually pretty solid at times. You know, Shishomaru is the GOAT. Shishomaru is the GOAT. Love Shishomaru. That's my guy. Okay? There are some great moments, okay? But it works only well. It works only well when you catch it in that particular format, right? You watch a random episode, okay, you go on with your life. But a couple of years ago, I sat down and I rewatched a decent part of Inuyasha. I didn't watch like random episodes like I used to because I had a great nostalgic memory of Inuyasha. Right? I was like, oh man, this is a show I used to love as a kid. I'm sure it'll be great. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna watch it from episode 1. I'm gonna watch it through, and I'm gonna see how it held up. It does not hold up when you watch it like that. It did not quite hold up, ladies and gentlemen out there. It did not. It drags so hard when you watch it like in succession as opposed to watching it episodically at random points. You would think like that would hurt a show, that where you're watching random points and you don't really know like maybe the plot or all the characters. You know what I'm saying? It's like you would think that would hurt the show, but because the story is so convoluted and this goddamn villain whose name I'm forgetting, goddamn, the guy with the fur cloak, God, what is his name? What is his name? I forget. Anyway, my point is, he would just like show up. He would just show up at random times, fuck with Inuyasha, and then always get away without them ever doing anything to him. And they repeated this over and over. Naraku, yes, Naraku. Yes, Naraku. Over. They repeatedly just kept that silly little Naraku showing up, him getting away after doing some sneaky shit, and then going, I'll catch you, Naraku! Cut to black. Oh, man. It was, so frustrating. So frustrating actually sitting down and watching it like, just do something to this man! Please. Don't get me wrong, I love the characters. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so a lot of the characters I forget their names of. But the pervy monk guy was great too, with the hole in his hand. He was dope. You know, Shishomaru's my guy. And Yasha was cool or whatever. But, you know, there were a lot of elements of that show that I had rose-colored glasses about watching it in hindsight, you know? Especially some of the, like, romance, because, oof. Like the constant, Inuyasha! Kagome! Inuyasha! Kagome! Inuyasha! Kagome! It was tough, man. It was really tough. So there you go. That's my Inuyasha story, all right? And how, unfortunately, you know, sometimes you grow out of a show, and that was one of those shows I definitely grew out of after seeing it as an adult. But yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, so we are going to start taking calls. I apologize. I really do apologize to all the Inuyasha fans out there. I'm really sorry if I'm speaking slander. I'm just speaking from my own experience, right? There are countless other shows that still hold up from that era. My favorite anime of all time, of course, being Cowboy Bebop. But that's not one of them. That's definitely not one of them. So yeah. So anyone on Discord that is interested in... Oh, I got some friend requests. Hold on. Anyone on Discord who is interested in possibly calling into the show for a few minutes, asking some questions, you know, just chatting it up and you know what I'm saying, just seeing Just seeing if you want to, talk about whatever. It could be anything. Doesn't really matter. As long as you're being respectful, you're not saying anything too obscene or crazy. You're not wilding out too much. Then we're good. Glorek. My hope for Marco is that he fights against King. That would be great. I'd love to see that. I mean, Zoro could also fight King, so I don't know. It's hard to predict this arc because there's so many variables that can completely like knock over your house of cards so easily. If your house of cards are predictions. Hold on one second. Let me just get to my thing really quickly. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So we're going to start up in just a moment with this. All right, we got a few people who messaged me. We'll start up with So yeah, so anyone who added me as a friend, if you want to call in and just chat about whatever for a little bit, ask me a couple questions, have a little back and forth. The only thing you need to do is once you've added me as a friend, is then to just send a message saying, I'm down, I'm good to call. So some of you have already done that, but if anyone who hasn't done that, do that. Just do that, please. Do that, please. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get this to work. Let me make sure my audio is good. Discord sucks, man. If it wasn't for everyone being on Discord, let me specify. Calling on Discord sucks. Like the audio is always an issue, like some lag problems, someone lags out. It's always something with Discord. I don't know why. Everything else about a Discord, like having a community, like doing other stuff, that's the good part of Discord for me. I really like that. Hold on one second. Let's get started. All right. So the first person that I'm going to be calling is going to be Jordan M. I'm going to give you a call, man, so be ready. Yo. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Jiber. I missed a bit. I don't know why my notification didn't go on. I'm very sorry to Jiber. I missed a bits donation. Something I never understood about was back in Dressrosa. Why didn't just lie to Fujitora and say the Straw Hats were working under him as a warlord? He still would have had to deal with Daffy, but the Marines wouldn't have been against him as well. I don't know. Maybe Fujitora just knows bullshitters when he sees them because of his blindness. He just senses lies. He's got some Daredevil feature where he can't see, but he can sense your heartbeat and know when you're lying. I don't know. It's a good question. I'm not sure. Sorry, Malcolm Dean. I didn't see your bits donation, man. Sorry about that. All right, Jordan. I'm gonna send you a call. I hope my audio is gonna be good. Let me see if I got my audio good. Fix this up. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me know if everything sounds okay, guys, okay? When the call happens. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Fantastic. What's going on, man? Thanks for calling into the stream. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Fantastic. I would just recommend if you're going to call in, guys, just, I don't know if you have this on, but turn off the stream in the background so you don't hear me twice. Probably the best. So yeah, man, what you got for me today?
I wanted to talk about a couple of things, actually.
Okay.
So, first of all, the Sanji versus King subject actually was something I wanted to talk about.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
So with Sanji, right? I've seen it as well. I'm with you on the the whole Sanji versus King subject, where I find it super blasphemous that people actually think that he's gonna fight King.
Look, I just got to say to people out there, I'm betting, I'll bet real money, especially YouTubers out there, real money that he's not fighting King. I'm just saying. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh man, it's crazy to me. I don't understand it. Like, there's actually people out there who
Well,
genuinely think, even after what we saw happen to Sanji in the recent 2 chapters,
mm,
even after that, people actually think that Sanji's can beat King one on
so,
one right now
so,
with the raid
so
suit.
here's my
Like,
theory. Here's my theory about this. I don't think that a lot of these people actually believe it. You have to understand the mentality of some of the people that are doing this. Some people are just out there to promote an agenda, an idea. You know, they're trying to wish things into existence. But when put on the spot about it and actually challenged in their ideas in terms of, like, for example, actual monetary value being on the line, you'll see their true colors being what they are. That's why I did this like money thing, because I guarantee you, no one's actually going to put money on this, because people realize when they actually sit and think about it, like, that doesn't make sense. Though, to be fair, there could be some people that do, but the vast majority of the people that are doing it just to say it, to like piss off Zoro fans, or just to push their particular agendas. There's no actual, like, belief, like strong belief behind it. It's more of a hope.
oh, exactly. Like, no one should actually, or like, no one in their right mind should actually believe that Sanji can beat King. Like, we saw Sanji with his raid suit fight Page One,
Mm-hmm.
and not saying Sanji didn't beat Page One, but we didn't even see a conclusion to that fight.
True.
And Page One landed an attack on Sanji. Like, it wasn't like Page One was just out of his league.
True.
You know what I mean? Or Sanji was out of his league.
Right.
Like, someone like King would make Page One look like a scrub, if you get what I mean.
No, I get you. I absolutely get you. Now, I don't want to underestimate Sanji and say Page One would give him a lot of trouble. I think that Sanji would beat Page One pretty handily. I mean, it would,
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
But King is, it's on another level, man. Let's not underestimate this man.
Yeah,
This is a person.
yeah. That's exactly what I'm trying to say as well. Where it's like, I don't think Page One could beat Sanji, but at the same time, I think if that were King in that situation with Sanji, King kills Page One. No offense to Page One, obviously he's whatever, but
right. Sanji was saved by his raid suit.
Page One.
That's another thing that I'm saying. Yeah. So
yeah, Sanji even said, that attack that Page One gave him would have actually done a lot of damage if not for the raid suit.
If not for the raid suit, exactly. So
yes.
It really it's one of those things where I really don't think that people really believe this. It's just that sometimes on Twitter, and Sierra said this 90% LOL, but I want it to happen. Like, it's Twitter. People say things just for the attention, for the likes and the dislikes. People will just put things out there to start some problems. So I don't take everything people say seriously. It's just kind of fun to say it, or fun to debate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. But talking about Sanji, and so we got over Sanji is probably not going to fight King.
Mm-hmm.
We can move on to Sanji versus Queen.
Sure.
And now this is a fight that I actually think could happen. And when I say could happen, I mean I'm giving it before the whole Sanji versus King thing happened. I was actually giving the Sanji versus Queen thing about a 30% chance, because even Queen is very strong. Like, I think a lot of people are sleeping on the commanders and how strong they are. Like, people need to go reread. People need to go reread Cracker versus Luffy, and then come back and say, Sanji's just gonna beat Queen like it's nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the thing about that is, obviously Oda has set a precedent in terms of some of the commanders and how strong they're supposed to be. But I feel like, maybe it's because of the news of One Piece ending in 5 years, or just the general nature of how shonens go. You know what I'm saying? Once you have a certain, like, power level showcase, the odds are always increased, or the stakes are always raised when it comes to, like, showing off a particular fighting style, or a fighting group, rather. So my thing is, like, now that we've already seen the commanders and seen what they can do, And Oda gave Sanji his power up. Zoro got his power up. I think Oda's done giving so much hype to these commanders. I think we're focusing strictly on Yonko now, with the commanders still being a threat, but obviously not having like as much of an important role in the story as last arc, where it was the main focus of the arc. But it was only the main focus of the arc to have Luffy show his development and get stronger. So I feel like if there is going to be another situation where like some of the other Straw Hats fight against commanders like Zoro or Sanji, it's only going to be as stepping stones anyway. So I mean, I see what you're saying with Queen. I would like Queen to like really go crazy and do some great stuff, but I feel like the strength of a second commander, we've seen it, and I don't think Oda's going to continue going to like, you know, having second commanders and third commanders be constant major threats. Like even Smoothie has been completely useless to this point. So I think Oda's ready to move on to more important things, and it's unfortunate. I would like things to be as you say, but I think Oda's like moving on to other things. I don't know if you guys in the chat agree with me, but that's how I see it.
Yeah, definitely. I think I definitely think Sanji versus Queen has a big chance of happening. I see that as actually a 50% chance of happening.
Mm-hmm.
If not, then if Sanji has to fight anyone weaker than Queen, it has to be the strongest Flying Six member. It has to be, because Sanji should be near the end of the series. This is someone who should be super strong.
True.
Him not fighting a commander in this arc must mean that he's fighting at least the strongest Flying Six member.
Oh, Sanji mean?
Yes, Sanji.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be kind of disappointed if he didn't fight at least Queen, you know? But that maybe I'm just being... I don't know.
But then again, I heard you say earlier about how there's so many variables.
Yeah.
And it's so true, man. Like, no offense to Sanji, but when we look down the allies in the alliance right now, is Sanji even top 10 strongest?
Top 10?
Is he? Like,
that's a legitimately good question. Let's go down the list. Of course, we have Luffy, Kid.
I'm not trolling, man.
No.
I'm
trying to think. Like, you have Luffy, Kid, Law, Zoro, who I think all of them are stronger. Then it gets into debatable. Like, then you have...
And then Marco.
Yeah, Marco, of course, is definitely stronger. Then you get
so that's 5.
Right. Then you get into like the not so sure range where it's debatable. Like you got Jinbei, you got like Ashura Doji, Nekomamushi, right?
Oh, I'm taking the Minx over him.
Really?
Like based off what we've seen.
That's debatable for me. I don't know. I think Jinbei's stronger, but the Minx are a debate. I think all of the Red Scabbards are a debate.
You think Great Suit Sanji goes 5 days with Jack?
Well, the thing is, to be fair, they took breaks in between while the other one fought, and they lost limbs.
What about Denjiro?
Denjiro, it's tough. It's tough.
I know you're a big fan of Denjiro.
I am a big fan of Denjiro.
I know you're a big fan of.
And Ashura Doji's a beast too. I'm just saying, like, it's possible. If you would say that Sanji's behind Ashura Doji, Denjiro, and the 2 Minks, that would mean that he's 9th or 10th place.
And
right?
Jinbei.
Well, yeah, and Jinbei,
and
of course.
Jinbei.
I think he's probably probably weaker than Jinbei. So that would mean he's 10th strongest. Well, let's not forget Killer. Is he stronger than Killer?
Okay, I'm not gonna sleep on Sanji that much. I'm pretty sure.
I'm just saying it's debatable. It's debatable. I would agree. Sanji probably is up there with Killer, but
X Drake.
And Drake too.
He's not stronger.
But he's technically not part of the alliance yet, so I wasn't counting him. I wasn't counting him or Hawkins. But if you're counting Drake and Hawkins,
we all know X Drake is. We all know X Drake is making that switch.
I don't know.
Yeah. And
I don't know.
I'm looking. That's what I mean. And see, he's potentially not even top 10 in the alliance. So for us to say he's gonna fight Queen, who's Kaido's second strongest guy, it's like we're making him jump a long line, you know, of people who could probably deserve that fight a bit more if we look into the whole power.
True, but I mean, to be fair, we have to look at the position of where those other characters are. Like all the Red Scabbards and the Minks, they're definitely not fighting any of the, most likely not fighting any of the Calamities outside of Jack, because they're on top, of Onigashima. So unless they drop down, it's probably not going to happen. So realistically, the only other people that can fight against some of the commanders or some of the calamities are Law,
Marco,
Kid,
Jinbei,
Law.
X-Drake,
Yeah,
Kid,
Jinbei.
Law, you know.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I wouldn't mind seeing Kid probably, you know, fight Queen before going up and fighting Kaido. You know what I mean?
I mean that's
Like,
a lot. That's
we
a lot
haven't
to
seen this
ask
guy
to fight against
man.
a second commander, and then on top of that, you go ahead and you fight Kaido. It's like, ooh, it's asking a lot of them. But
I've heard some Zoro fanboys say that Zoro's gonna beat King, then fight Kaido. So
well, I didn't say that. Okay, if I did, I misspoke. I don't think he's gonna fight King and Kaido. That's too much. That's too much. It's either one or the other. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm gonna be on record. Either Zoro's gonna fight Kid, and or not Kid. I'm sorry. Either he's gonna fight King, and it's gonna be like a extreme difficult fight, like Katakuri Luffy kind of fight, and he wins that, and he's out. Or he goes like and fights a weaker opponent, maybe like one of the Tobi Roppo, and then goes on to fight Kaido after the fact. That I can see.
Zoro fighting Who's Who, then fighting Kaido would be
pristine.
Would be great.
That'd be pristine. Even
I think
that's
I
a lot
might
to
be
talk
one
about.
of the only ones who actually doesn't want Zoro to fight Kaido. I think I would prefer the Zoro versus King fight. Just because it would be his own moment.
I was gonna say that. This was something I brought up in my reaction. It's like, even for someone like me that wants to see Zoro take down Kaido, I have to think about this, because if Zoro fights against Kaido and he doesn't do the most damage and he isn't at the forefront of the fight and he just is the one to land the last hit, would that be more satisfying than Zoro fighting the right hand man of Kaido in King, and then fighting on his own and winning of his own volition? I think the King one makes more sense.
Oh, the King one I think is better in my opinion, just because. No offense, but it's sad, but Zoro being in the same fight with Luffy, the way shonen mangas work, it's just like, it would kind of be like, have you seen like how Vegeta and Goku team up?
Yeah.
And then Vegeta does damage, and then Goku always gets that last shine.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it would. I see it being something like that, and for Zoro, that's not really that cool. Like, I hate how that happens in Dragon Ball, where Goku kind of always beats the villain and Vegeta just gets thrown aside.
No, believe me, I'm a massive Vegeta fan. I understand. I'm 100% with you. Yeah. Someone who is a huge Vegeta fan. I completely understand. I don't like that either. But we're just gonna have to see, man. I really appreciate the questions. This is a good conversation. But I'm gonna get to some more people. They've probably been waiting. But thank you for calling in, man. I had a good talk with you.
Great. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Take care, man. See you next time. All right. Let me just go ahead and add this other person who wanted to jump in. So like I said, guys, message me. If I add you, message me and say, hey, I want to join in, call me, and then I'll send a call out. Okay, next up we've got Edson. Edson.ef. Message me on Discord, Edson, if you are still around to call, because you guys messaged me a while ago. So just send a message on Discord if you're still down to receive a call. Okay, he's ready, so I'm gonna add you to the call. Hold on. Man, my voice is dying, bro. I've been streaming for 2 hours straight talking. I don't know why I do this to myself. I should just invite people and then talk every now and again and let them do all the talking. I don't have to do any of the heavy lifting. But no, I always do this to myself, where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to talk by myself and hold the stream's attention by myself for 2 hours and 10 minutes just to make it difficult. But all right, Edson, I got you.
Oh, what's up, Jason?
Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for the call. Appreciate it.
Good. How are you? How's the restaurant?
Appreciate you asking, man. It's doing okay. Obviously, with COVID, it's very difficult. We're mostly just takeout stuff, but we're doing tables little by little. You know what I'm saying? Sticking to guidelines. I guess the hardest thing about working in a restaurant like this, especially when you're working with some people that are older, is that, outside of work, I can't really go out that much, because if I do end up getting COVID or whatever, I'm out of work for minimum 2 weeks, minimum. And even then, like going back to work, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you know, it's risky to even come back because, you know what I mean? Because you're a threat to everyone else. So it's been risky, but I've been doing okay.
Yeah.
I've been doing okay. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you said you worked in a restaurant and everything with COVID right now. It's kind of
it's tough. It's tough, man. So what you got for me today?
What are your predictions for next chapter? I could give you mine.
All right,
first or second.
You start off.
Whatever you want.
What do you think?
Yeah, so this chapter we saw Zoro and Luffy try to go up, and they both were snatched by Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, all of the Straw Hats joined up, and then Luffy in that panel said, "All right, let's try that again." So I think next chapter, the Straw Hats as a group are going to try to get both Luffy and Zoro up to the top floor to fight Kaido.
It's a good prediction.
And then on top of that, I think we might see the Minx be off screen, and then go into
how disappointing
Luffy, Zoro,
would that
Kaido.
be? Oh my goodness! Can you imagine? Like,
that'd be bad. Yeah,
they're already skipping the fight. Like Luffy said in the last chapter that the fight's happening while all this is going down. So we're missing the Minx transformation and what all the Minx can do, which is understandable because you have all these characters in their transformation to like showcase all of them doing stuff would be difficult. But I just feel like this is kind of lazy by Oda. If I'm being honest, I love Oda. Look, Goda, all right. I'm just as much of a Goda fan as anybody, but it's kind of unfortunate to get this much skipping. It's not good. But as far as my predictions go, I think we're gonna go a little bit different. Now that we got the Straw Hats all kind of gathered up and like, okay, we got a cool Straw Hat moment. I think this is a good opportunity to kind of like showcase what the others are doing. So like Perospero, Marco, Law, Kid, and maybe, just maybe, this is my hopes, but we do get eventually now, we go ahead and we see what the Minx are up to, what's happening there, whether or not, what Jack's doing, is he fending off both Nekomamushi and Arashi. That's my hope. Maybe that's too wishful thinking, but that's how I see things going next week, for sure.
So you think Neko and Arashi are gonna take care of Jack?
Oh yeah,
because they're fighting right now.
Yeah, they fought to a standstill when they weren't in their Sulong form. So now that they are in not only that, but they were fighting to a standstill when they weren't fighting together. They were going one at a time, back and forth, one at a time. So now that they're working together and they're both in their Sulong forms, there's no way that Jack should be able to hold them off.
Yeah, I agree. It was just 1v1. Now it's both of them, and they both have a power up.
Right. Even if they're weakened by their lost limbs, they got like the new sword and a new gun. So I would be surprised.
Yeah, that means only Queen and King would be left. They'd be down.
And the Toby Roppo, but yeah. And the numbers. What are your thoughts on the numbers?
Yeah. I think they're like at first I thought they kind of looked like the guy from Moria and
Ors.
Yeah, they're like Ors, but they're just failed experiments. I guess like Ors might be just an ancient giant that just lives forever. Like they mentioned ancient giants, so it's like different than the regular giants.
True. What do you think makes them failed experiments? Maybe by the fact that they're so stupid and they can only like say their numbers. Is that the reason why they're failed?
That's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You weren't expecting to join the call me to ask you questions, were you?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't really thought about the numbers too much. I've been thinking about like Kaido.
I mean, to be fair, they're very forgettable. So it's like, even when they were shown in silhouette, I tempered my expectations for what they could be, because if they're weaker than the Toby Roppo, and we were unsure as whether or not the Toby Roppo would even get proper shine, I just thought like, okay, they'll be cannon fodder for some of the other Straw Hats, or they'll be like dealt with relatively easily. I just don't see like them posing a major threat. Quite honestly, I just don't see that. I don't know.
It might be more Frankie, because he has the suit build up, the tank, Frankie
suit.
docking.
I was disappointed. I wanted Frankie docking from Thriller Bark, man. I was a little salty during my reaction, bro. I wanted like, you know, Usopp to like ride on his shoulder and Chopper to ride on the other shoulder and like them to do some crazy attack, but you know, it is what it is. Can't be too mad, I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah,
go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm with you with that. Zoro's actually fighting Kaido because he made it his intention clear. He wants to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it might be he might be the one to deal the finishing blow. It was kind of set up with Enma, right?
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. People in the chat think I'm crazy, man. They think I don't know.
I mean, I wasn't sure if I believed it until he said like, "Oh, Luffy, I'll go up with you." That means he won't be fighting Commander. Someone else will have to take care of him.
True. I kind of got mixed feelings from last chapter because yes, Zoro did say that like his intention was to help fight against Kaido, right? That's what he wants. But then at the end of the chapter, Luffy's like, help like to the crew, like help me get up there, you know, deal with the problems as they come. So my thought is like maybe, you know, we'll have like different calamities and other members of the Beast Pirates try to stop Luffy, and then we'll have different Stride members stop those members, and then they'll have their fight with that person. So like Queen will try to come in and stop Luffy, maybe try to get a couple punches in, and then Sanji will come and stop him, and then okay, that's Sanji versus Queen. And then with King, you know, unless Marco stops him, you know, like you know, and helps Luffy get to the top with Zoro, unless that happens, then who else is going to be able to really stop and deal with King other than Zoro? Maybe Jinbei, maybe, but I don't see that matchup at all. Do you see Jinbei versus King? I don't see that.
Jinbei, I see more like Queen.
Yeah, the thick boys going up against each other.
King has too much.
You know,
King has too much mobility. He could just run away if he starts losing.
True. I wouldn't mind a thick boys matchup. Jinbei, Queen. Yeah, let's make it happen. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? For sure. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So say Zoro Kaido happens. Do you think Sanji and Big Mom will happen?
I mean, who else would fight against Big Mom with Sanji?
Maybe Luffy again.
Again?
Because Luffy wanted to fight. Luffy wanted to fight Big Mom, right?
I know he does, but I just
Luffy and Zoro fighting.
See, someone brought up something in the comment section like Sanji doesn't hit women, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. Although Big Mom is a monster, I don't know if Sanji classifies her in that category, but he probably does, so that'd be kind of tough. So my thing is like with Big Mom, I most likely seeing her being through one way or another taken out of the arc. I don't think like someone's gonna like physically remove her from the arc. More than likely, like she'll talk with Sparrow. Maybe there was an agreement she made with Marco, or he made with Marco rather, and then you know she'll say, okay, whatever, you know, we'll leave Kaido to his own problems, and then that she goes back on the ship and they leave. I don't think her place in this arc makes sense right now. It just feels too unnatural. She just kind of feels like she's there rather than she's a legitimate, true part of the arc. So maybe I'm speaking from like my own biased perspective, but to me, now that Robin's gotten her out of the way physically, I feel like they'll make an excuse somehow through some way to get her to leave Wano, even if she is super pissed at the Straw Hats. I just don't see it happening. It just feels weird.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I don't really know how Big Mom will go out, but I was thinking if Zoro and Luffy are a thing, maybe Sanji and Luffy are a thing versus the other Yonko. You have like two showcases for each of the original Monster Trio.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That'd
but
be
yeah,
cool to see.
I was also.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was also thinking like post arc, what would happen? Like what is Blackbeard doing? You know what I mean? Like, what's his intention right now? Because he already has the territory. He has the Devil Fruits. Like, what's his next move?
He obviously wants to be Pirate King. Maybe he'll swoop in, as many people predict, once all the fighting is done and steal Kaido's Devil Fruit or something. I don't know. Who knows? Like we all know that Luffy doesn't kill. It's been pretty consistent throughout the story. So if Luffy doesn't kill, then maybe someone else fills that role, like Blackbeard, who is not shy about killing. Or maybe like he doesn't show up to Wano necessarily, but maybe the Marines capture Kaido and try to take him to Impel Down or another prison, and then Blackbeard intercepts that and kills Kaido and takes his devil fruit or something like that. I don't know. This is the versus for Yonko Saga, so I imagine Blackbeard will play a role in some way. But he's the ultimate strategist, a planner, and schemer, so I imagine it'll be something underhanded. I don't know.
Yeah, true. Also, like, you mentioned Kaido dying. I think, like, I could kind of see Kaido dying, right? Because he's suicidal. We'll probably see a flashback to why he's suicidal, because that was never brought up again.
His backstory is going to be sad.
Or at least mention it somewhat.
Someone brought up a theory that I really kind of liked. Because his entire crew is based off of strength. And, you know, it's all about, you know, kind of a survival of the fittest, like, you know, no respect for weakness kind of mentality that Kaido's crew has. And someone brought up a theory that maybe because of that, like, Kaido was super weak when he was younger. Like, incredibly weak. Maybe even when he was on the Rocks Pirates, he wasn't very strong. Like, maybe, like, you know, a fraction of what he is right now. And he always hated the weakness inside of him or whatever. Always hated being that weak. So he kind of grew like some sort of like self disgust or self hate that hasn't gone away, even if he's gotten stronger. I kind of like that, but I feel like it might be something different. Who knows? We'll have to see. Thing about Oda is he always keeps me on my toes. It's hard to really predict where he goes sometimes with some of these things.
Yeah, you'd be like the guy from Dragon Ball Super from the Tournament of Power.
Oh, I'll be honest. I don't really watch Super that much. So
do you remember that?
Look, I'm gonna be real. I really didn't.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I've seen bits and pieces of the Tournament of Power, but Super is super boring to me. So, which guy are you talking about? Talking about the guy with the mustache, that dude, or Jiren?
Jiren.
I didn't see his backstory. I heard. So people told me he was awful. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, right? that was exactly his backstory. He was beat by someone, and then he just decided to never be weak again or something like that. Like it was. I think like people had a problem with it because it was really simple, and people thought he was like more in depth or something.
People want an in-depth, complex backstory from Dragon Ball. It's not what Toriyama does. Let's be real. All right, man. But thank you for calling in. Got a few more people that want to jump in, and I'm gonna be ending the stream in a little bit, so I'm gonna move on. But thanks for calling in, bro. Much appreciated.
Yeah, of course. Good talking.
You too, man. Take care. All right, I'm gonna take 2 more calls, and then we're gonna probably wrap things up in a little bit after that. So the next person, I can't even read your name, dude. What the fuck? Your name is Square. It's like Japanese letters. Square T-23 swords and explosion. Yo, hit me up, message me, dude. Loner Pirates. I think it's you, Loner. Yo, send me a message, bro, and if you're still down to join on Discord. If you're still with us, dude. Jesus Christ. How do you even get those characters' names? Like, how do you even do that? So, Loner, yeah, send me a message on Discord if you are still here and want to join up. And yeah, man, in the meantime, much appreciated everyone stopping by. You know, I had a lot of really cool people. Some of my friends stopped by, hang out in the chat. So, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Be sure to like the video if you're enjoying the stream. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We're trying to get to 2,000 subs, building up the channel from the ground up. It's only been like a couple months, and we're already there. So thank you very much, guys, for supporting the channel, man. It's been really dope having this much support right off the bat, you know. And of course, if you're on Twitch, you can do all the Twitch stuff as well, guys. You know, appreciate that. All right, Loner, I don't see you messaging me, so I'm assuming you're away from the computer. So we'll skip you. And we'll go to Amahir, page 1. Oh no, I'm not the one. I'm not one who wants to talk though. I just wanted to friend you, bro. I said message me if you want to be added. What is this? Thank you for the ad, I guess, then. Bro's like, I didn't even want to talk, man. I just want to say hello. Okay, all right. We're cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream then. If these other people don't message me, I think I'm gonna just wrap up in just a little bit anyway. So yeah, we'll answer a few more questions. You guys put down some of your last thoughts in the comments, and we could wrap up the stream. Take care, Billy Bob. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Law, like, look, let me just talk about Law's ability. Let me just talk about this man Law's ability, boo. Oh my god, dude. Law has, quite honestly, the most, if not close to the most broken devil fruit in all of One Piece. Bar none. You're good, Page One. I was just being an asshole. Bar none. One of the strongest abilities in all of One Piece. And he's so inconsistent with how he uses it. Like, someone said to me the other day, and I was going to, like, come with a comeback, and I couldn't think about it. Like, someone said to me, why doesn't Law use his heart swap ability more often against enemies? And I just thought, like, can you imagine if Law did the switcheroo with Doflamingo and with, like, Treble or something? Or Pika? Treble in particular. Can you imagine Treble in goddamn Law in Doflamingo's body? Like, yeah, Doffy, yeah. What do I do? And Doflamingo in Treble's body? Ooh. Why doesn't he use that shit more often? Just do the fucking Shamboos. Come on, man. Come on, man. That shit's broken. That shit is broken. And he refuses, for some God-beknownst reason, refuses to use it. Don't ask me why. Law has been nerfed so bad since Punk Hazard. So bad. Law has such a broken devil fruit. Like, maybe it's just one of those things where, yes, his devil fruit is really strong, but his physical abilities aren't on the level of, like, a Luffy or, like, a Zoro, like, physically speaking. Like, he doesn't have the quickness. He doesn't have the strength. He just utilizes his ability more. He relies too much on his OP no Mi. Bro, his ability is super broken. If you're within his room, you can, like, throw like a rock in the air, and as someone's about to attack you, swap with the rock and attack from behind. You can do a million things. You can attack someone's internal organs just by going Gamma Knifey, stab, and they're dead unless they're Doflamingo. Honestly, if Law uses Gamma Knife against Kaido, that should fuck him up. Kaido has no ability, like, to protect his internal organs like Doffy did. You know that's going to be a thing, though. A Gamma Knife is going to be used on Kaido, and it's going to weaken him to the point where Luffy can do something, bro. Gamma Knife will fuck up Kaido. That shit is so broken. Gamma Knife. Yeah. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. That's the thing about Law, is that he's just, physically speaking, he can't handle, like, speed and power of that level. That's the thing. It's one thing to, like, set up your little trap room and, like, do a couple, like, little tricks, but it's another thing to be, like, literally attacked like Kizaru, bro, at, like, the speed of light. Like, Kizaru would fuck up Law because he can't even see what he's doing before he's in your face kicking you with the speed of light. Yeah, agreed. Even Doffy surviving the Gamma Knife was bullshit. Agreed. But he did it. But how is Kaido gonna do it? How could Kaido in any way survive his spleen rupturing and shit. Like, Law's ability is super broken. Super broken. Because all it takes is one fuck up from your enemy. One fuck up. It's all it needs. All your enemy needs to do is what's the word I'm looking for? Underestimate you or make one simple mistake, and you're split in half, and you're in two pieces, and you're fucked. You're in two pieces, or three pieces, or five pieces, and you're kind of just running. You're just stuck, and you're like Keem, and you're like all over the place. Like, you have to understand, this man Law. Seemingly, we didn't see the fight, but seemingly no-diffed Kinemon, the same man we saw a couple chapters ago, stab his tip of his blade, just a tip, into Kaido's stomach. And he no-diffed him. Just because his ability is super broke. Super broke. Although, to be fair to Kaido, it was a sneak attack. They did jump him. Some people held his arms down, and he was open, right? He was open to the attack. So, it is what it is. It's not exactly the same thing. But there's no reason Gamma Knife shouldn't fuck up Kaido. And he fucked up Smoker. Look, like I said, his Devil Fruit is super broken. Now, I did defend Smoker earlier by saying that Smoker was caught off guard by his Devil Fruit. But there's no reason why Kaido shouldn't also, just using that same logic, also be caught off guard by his Devil Fruit. And you have to wonder, if Kaido is in Law's room, is he going to be able to hit him with a slice and cut him in half? Because it's not about durability at that point. Right? So, I don't know. It's so weird. It's such a weird fruit. It's so weird. But I will say one thing, guys and gals out there. Now, this is undeniable, at least in my opinion. I want to hear some people's thoughts on some other people that rival Law, right? But when it comes to One Piece, the character with the most drip in One Piece, the clothes, like, hold on, no one in my mind comes close to my man Law. Law has got the drippiest drip in One Piece, bro. This man is so clean, especially during fucking Punk Hazard with the coat. Ooh, this man's got drip. I will say, though, Luffy's got that drip too, though. Yeah, Luffy's got that drip too, though. But with that being said, and Sanji's got great drip too. I love the suit. It's a great look. But Law's number one. No one's got the style that Law does. Look, people say Doffy, but that's Doflamingo is a little too extra with his drip. He's a little like the feathers and shit. I don't know. I will say like flashback Doffy with the suit, with like the suit and the red undershirt with the tie. Ooh, I think that was the drippiest Doflamingo there is, dude. The drippiest. Hold on, let me see if I can find that image. Hold on. I hope I don't get striked for showing an image for 2 seconds. Hold on. Flashback Doflamingo. Hold on, you know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, here it is. Ooh, this boy got some drip, though. Hold on, let me see if you can see it. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That's some drip. Yo, thank you for. I'm sorry, Tyrant King Kuma. I don't know why my bit notification is not on. Thank you for the 300 bits, man. He said thanks for being part of the community, man. Spread the One Piece love. I really appreciate that, man. I'm doing my best. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Thank you very much for that. I'm sorry I missed that. I don't know why. But tell me that. Look at that man right there. Yo, it's got the drippiest drip. And look at the pants. Look at the pants, though. He got the flames. Ooh. Too clean. Too clean. Oh, I didn't even see it. Hold on. But with the coat. Oh, Doffy. See, this is a man right here. I gotta give him credit for this feat because it's the greatest feat in all of One Piece. This man, Doflamingo, took over a kingdom, dethroned a king, made him, got rid of him, murdered a bunch of people, took down the king. And you know what this Drip Lord did right after that? He said, you know what? I'm going to fuck his daughter. And he did it. He's like, you know what, Violet? You're one of the best girls in One Piece. I just fucking ruined your life and your and your family. Made your sister like, a pariah. But you know what? I got the drip, so we're gonna fuck. And she's like, sure, I'll join you. And it worked. It fucking worked. How this man did this? Violet's in the top 5, at least. For me, she's top 3. I agree, Billy Bob. She's top 3 for me, but at least top 5. Violet is... Okay. I got the drip, we gon' fuck. That's basically how it went down. Can you believe that? She fucked him. Maybe she did it. I don't know why she did it. Like, it hasn't been explained why she stuck with Doflamingo and joined his family. Was it to like save? Maybe it was a deal thing to save like her father. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, she did it. Oda basically confirmed. Like, she didn't have to do it. Like, she didn't have to like just join up with them and fuck. But she chose to, for whatever reason. And you know what? All the more power to you, I guess, Doffy. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, that's fucked up. That's all I'm saying. But that being said, point being, as much as this man is a drip lord, as much as he is a drip lord, Law is still drippier. Let's vote. Hold on, we're gonna vote in the chat. Okay, hold on. This is Doffy. We're gonna go with Doffy's past look because I think that's when he was at his drippiest. Okay, hold on. You know what? Ooh, this is a good one too. This is a good suit too. There's a couple good suits. This is another one. Hold on. This is another one that's pretty clean. The red suit, that's pretty clean too, though. But we're gonna go with this suit with the coat. All right, we'll give him the coat. All right, we're not gonna nerf him. We'll give him the coat. Okay. So this is Doflamingo with the coat, and we're gonna go with see Law's best strip. Hold on. We're gonna go with Law's best strip. See if I can find a good Law drip picture. Ooh, actually, the coat. I don't know which is better. Hold on. Tell me which you guys think is better. The Law coat pick? See Law with the coat? It's kind of hard. It's not showing the hair. The hat, I mean. With the coat, I like the coat. Or, alternatively, this Law right here. With, like, the fur, like, I don't know, scarf? With the sweatshirt? Oh, that's a nice one, too, in the pants. Which fit is better, guys? Vote 1 for the Law fit with the coat, or 2 for the Law fit without the coat. Okay, I want to see either 1s or 2s in the chat, okay? Let's see 1s or 2s in the chat. I'm going to vote. We're going to see wins. Okay? I want to see 1s or 2s. I see 2, 2, 2, 2. I'm seeing a lot of 2s. I'm seeing a lot of 2s right now. All right, it looks like 2 is the winner. By only Viper said 1. Some people like the pre-time skip Law, but I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of fucking with the. I kind of like that one. I mean, there's other versions of Law, right? There's like this version of Law right here, where he's got the coat, he's got the abs showing, he's showing his chesticles, right, with the tat. That's pretty drippy, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a lot of confidence to like wear a coat with no shirt underneath. And then of course, you've got pre-time skip Law, where he's looking pretty drippy right here with the black and yellow. But I think that is the most inferior of the 4 personally. So I'm gonna say we're gonna go with this Law. All right, that's the one you guys voted for. That's the one that's gonna win. Okay, so now that we voted, the best Law versus the best Doffy. I want to see in the chat either Doffy or Law. You know what? No, let's make it simple. Let's make it simple. 1 or 2, okay? Put 1 for Doflamingo, 2 for Law. All right, from here on out, we're going to count votes. 1 for Doffy, 2 for Law. So let's see those votes. Law is a brave man. Oh, I got a couple Doffy votes right now. 1 for two votes for Doffy, none for Law. Doffy, ooh. All right, we got first Doffy vote or first Law vote. It's getting down to it. It's getting down to it. All right. We got 6 to 2 right now. It's 6 to 2. 7 to 2. Oh boy. Oh boy. 7 to 3. I'm sorry, guys. It looks like it's clear who's winning this right now. Apparently I was wrong. The Drip Lord in One Piece is not in fact Law. Which, I mean, like, I disagree. Because the Law's got the tats and he's got the fucking death on the fingers, bro. I'm just saying. The people have spoken. I can't deny the facts of the chat. The people have spoken. Doflamingo wins this. So Doflamingo, congratulations. You are the Drip King, the One Piece Drip Lord. According to the Zoro fanboy chat. I'm sorry, Waldo, it's too late. It's already been decided. Law put up a good fight. It was like 8 to 6 or something. So it was close. But not close enough, unfortunately. So there we go. All you do is win. Oh, your name is Don Quixote Joker, of course. But yeah, fellas, I think Crocodile does have drip too. He does, but he doesn't have Doflamingo drip. He doesn't have Law drip. He's got drip, but not quite the same. Not quite the same. I'd say besides those two, Crocodile, who else? Shanks got it. Luffy's got it for sure. Oof. Right here, yeah. Sanji's got it. Zoro doesn't really have drip like that. That might be controversial to say, especially for Zoro fanboy myself, right? But Zoro doesn't have like drip like that, right? He's pretty simple, right? I kind of like his like post time skip look with the coat and stuff, but all things Mihawk got so much drip. You're right. Ooh, how could I forget? Oh, Goldie Rogers got drip. There's so many drips, but I'd say Doflamingo wins the most, even more than my boy Mihawk. Kizaru? Oh, Kizaru with the suit when he came in with the pinstripe gold suit with the glasses. With the glasses, yeah, the glasses, bro. Oh, don't get out of my chat saying Capone. He's on the fucking drip. With his stubby ass legs. Get the fuck out of here with Capone. Get him out of here. But the yellow suit is so drippy. I love the yellow suit. I love it. And even like when we saw him fucking up Arlong in the flashback, he had on a dope suit as well. This man he's got the actual like, look, when it comes to Italians in One Piece, there's Capone. Either you're the simp Capone, or you're the Chad you're the Chad Kizaru, Borsellino, as he's known, right? Either you're the Chad Borsellino, or you're the Chad Gastino, Borsellino, even Condriano's a Chad. All right, but Capone. Nah, bro. Sorry, man. You gotta be at least 5 foot to ride the Chad line, bro. And Capone's like 4'3" at the highest, at the tallest. This man is a goddamn fucking little child. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, that's the moral of this stream, guys. At the end of the day, either you're a Chad Borsellino, or a Chad Gastino, or a Chad Condriano. I can't even roll my R. Condriano. Or you're a beige. Or you're the virgin beige. Even though he's not a virgin. Like, you know the meme with the Chad and the virgin? Like, let's be realistic. Like, would you rather be a virgin or be the one person that you did sleep with be Chiffon? I'm sorry, Chiffon. You're a very nice person. I'm so sorry. You're such a nice person. I'm sorry. But let's be real. Like, I mean, I'll be honest. If that's the one taking your V card, I might want to hold on to that one a little bit longer. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm just saying. You know, I actually consider getting rid of those Capone emotes, but I can't. You know, I can't do it. I'd rather look. I'm just saying though. I'd rather that big muscly bitch from Whiskey Peak take my V card over someone like Chiffon. You remember her? She had like this really high pitched ass voice, and she was like, "Goddamn She-Hulk." I'd rather her do it, man. Shit, bring it on. In her case, compared to Chiffon, I'd rather that really, I forgot her name, the big chick that pulled on Luffy's penis in Amazon Lily and stretched it really hard. I'd rather that chick. What am I saying, man? I'm live. What am I doing? Oh my god, dude. What was her name? That big old lady, pulled that shit. Trying to stretch it out. The mushroom's not coming off. I'd rather her do that responsibility than Chiffon. I'm just saying. Sweet pea, yes. Sweet pea, yes. Absolutely. So, fun stream, guys. That was fun. I hope you guys had a good time. I enjoyed myself. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to like it. Of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Expect more videos on Sunday. I'm legitimately considering splitting up my reactions and my after reaction discussions to Friday and then Sunday nights, respectively. But it's not written in stone. We'll have to see. I'll get some feedback from other people as well, and I'll let you guys know, man. This has been fun. Hashtag Sweet Pea can pull on my DD. Sweet Pea can pull on my D. Yes, sir. That is the moral of the stream. Yes, sir. All right. Well, I hope you guys had fun. Take care, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a lot of fun. You guys are crazy, man. Oh, dude. Have a good night. Stay safe and have a good one. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Oh, should I just get a follow at the last moment? Thank you, Aura Blue Twitch, man. Much appreciated. Take care, guys. Have a good night. We'll go out with the music.